Hello, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. I will now turn things over to the Gold Phoenix Ranger.
You did hit start streaming and go live, so we're actually live this time, right?
Everyone just heard you say that.
All right, then. Just checking. Hello, people of the internet. I am your head administrator, Gold Phoenix Ranger. But in order to not mess myself up, I'm going to mute the video stream I have going on in the background so I don't hear us twice. There we go. Anyway, we are here for part 2 of our 10th Anniversary of Rangervision live stream. We do want to apologize for yesterday. We realized that we were definitely having some audio looping issues on the Skype import with our streaming program. So while the video is there, there is a lot of weird audio, and that may render it unwatchable. So we do thoroughly apologize for that. We do have it sorted out now as far as we know. If you do detect any audio issues with this video, in particular any clipping of sentences or anything, please do let us know in the comments below or on any of the social media accounts that are in the comments in the description below so that we can correct that in the future. Again, we are hoping to make this a regular feature, at least once a month, doing one of these Heroes of the Grid games via live stream. So we want to make sure we have a stable setup here that does work for us. Joining me, as you just saw, running the stream from his end because my horrible old desktop is not capable of handling the necessary output. Shadow Ranger's here.
Hello.
And also here, once again, is our board owner, Kurama.
Hello.
Unfortunately, a Database Ranger could not join us. He did do another very long Zeo stream today leading up to the Turbo movie over on Orange Ranger Video's account, as coordinated by the Toku Ladies podcast and the Second Batgirl specifically. So we understand that he's exhausted. So great stream today, Jake, and we'll hopefully have you here as a guest in the future. Also, if anybody out there is watching and you would like to be a guest in one of our games, please do let us know. You can send us an email at therangervision@gmail.com, and we will get in touch with you about negotiating that. Or if you happen to be a follower of us, you can DM us on Twitter or on Facebook, and we will get back to you that way as well. Both of which are also at Rangervision. And we will get back to you and hopefully book some guests. Or if there's anybody that you would like to see appear in one of our games, you know, that you think they'd enjoy this, go let them know. If you know somebody in the fandom or an actor or crew member, somebody you think would enjoy coming in, playing the game and learn a little bit more at the Power Rangers, do let us know. We are still hoping to have game creator Jonathan Ying here in the future, so we're going to work on that. But in the meantime, let us know if there's anybody you want to see join the game, and we'll get them in here. We can max out at 6 people per game, so we can definitely have a good number of people. And now I'm going to go ahead and put this down at the board, and we're going to go ahead and start this game off in just a moment.
Or, you know, as an alternative, you want to talk to us, go to Rangervision. Just say something on the board. We'll talk back. Kind of what we're promoting here, right? Is the board.
Yeah. So I'm just checking out Orange Ranger Video's stream they've got going on at the moment. They're actually watching the Turbo movie right now.
Well, they must have started that late then, because I know Jake was estimating they were going to start that about 8 o'clock.
Yeah. So, they started a little bit ago, but they are watching it at the moment. They have so far raised $1,230. Their next goal is $1,500, and they will watch Turbo next weekend if they hit that goal.
Okay. That is awesome. Yeah, I know they raised about $1,000 yesterday. I mean, they must have made another $230 today. I know there was a big donation from at the last minute yesterday after the stream ended that did get them enough to do the Turbo movie today, so that's good.
So what you're saying, Boss Man, is we're definitely not getting any viewers tonight because everyone's watching that stream.
I got most of the board of the camera anyway.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
All right. I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Mm-hmm. If no one's been responding to anything I've been saying, so.
And yeah, we're probably not going to have much of an audience tonight because of that, so it'll be what it is.
Cool.
All right, I'm hearing that the stream is running good, so that's excellent. So we're going to go ahead and resume the game from yesterday. If you recall, we did get through our first round with Database Ranger here playing the Phantom Ranger. I am playing Andros, Kurama is playing Billy, and Jeff is playing Zach. And we did clear out the first round of foot soldiers to get the area whittled down a little bit, and then General Vengeance deployed of the Machine Empire as the first monster of the game. And we did just barely manage to defeat him, but as of right now, 3 of our Rangers, Andros, Billy, and the Phantom Ranger, do not have really any cards in their deck. They've got 1 card each in their deck. They've got no energy. Not a good situation for those 3. So they are probably going to need to go power up in the command center to be of any help at all. Zach, unfortunately, was killed in the last round, costing us a life, and he has not yet come back into the battle. We also lost another life when Billy went down 1, so we have 2 lives remaining in the command center, and we're about to do deployment for round 3 to see who the second monster is and what the board is going to look like for this round. We do currently have a panicked area over here at the surf spot. The surf spot is panicked 5 here. We have 3 Quantrons over in this area at Angel Grove Park, and the other 2 areas are currently clear.
Well,
we do have 3 Zords available to us, the Mega V1, the Mastodon, and the Pterodactyl.
Yep, and I believe you did not go over the Mega V1, so I believe Kurama and those watching have no idea what the hell it does.
Yes, the Mega V1 says exhaust this card when any ranger performs a maneuver or a reaction.
All right,
and gain 1 energy, and that ranger then may place that card on the bottom of their deck instead of discarding it.
All right,
So basically saves your maneuver or reaction for your deck, and it gives you an energy.
Now that you mentioned that one, I think you did go over it very quickly at the end.
Okay. So we're going to start off with the deployment here, and we're going to see where we end up. I believe this is the deployment deck over here. Yes? Nope, that's Alpha's deck. Where is the deployment deck? Oh, here it is. It's over here. Okay. I have too many things on this table. All right, let's deploy and see what we got. All right, deployment 1 is 2 Quantrons to the juice bar. Whoops. Flying Quantrons. Okay, Quantrons at the juice bar there. Deployment 2 is going to be 2 Putty Patrollers to KO 35. I've got to get my... so I didn't reopen the boxes. I forgot I needed the Putty Patrollers out of there, so give me just a moment. There we go. Clean all these cards up properly after this stream is over. There we go. Putty Patrollers. Okay. 2 Putty Patrollers to KO 35, right in everybody's faces. Deployment 3 will be 2 Quantrons to the juice bar.
After the stream is over, you need to organize your shit, boy.
I will. I've got to buy some storage containers for the figures, and then I can organize all this.
Don't you have the official one?
So juice bar, that's only for cards. I need an organizer for the figures. Anyway, so that's the juice bar is currently 1 away from panic. We have 3 more Putty Patrollers to the juice bar. That's going to panic the juice bar and spill over into KO 35. So that'll be 1 here to panic that area. That means 2 more putties at KO 35. This is not a good-looking situation here. We may not get past this. This entire stream may be for naught. And our final deployment is going to include the next monster of the game. And that goes that way. Yeah, so actually I think you'll be okay either way, because even if the monster deploys to one of the panicked areas, it'll hit KO 36 and we'll still be okay. So we will survive this deployment, but not by much. So 1 Putty Patroller, that's good. Only 1 more foot soldier is going to accompany the second monster of the game, Madam Woe. And they're going to go to the surf spot. So that's going to automatically shunt itself, because that's 5, right? That's panic. That's going to shunt itself over. So the foot soldier and Madam Woe will hit right in everybody's faces at KO 35. And that will leave the park currently unpanicked. So we have 3 panicked areas right now. Let me grab Madam Woe out of this box here. Luckily I have the right box out, because Madam Woe was one of the villains that came with the original set. There we go. Madam Woe is here. All right. We'll put Madam Woe's card aside over here where General Vengeance is, and we'll put these foot soldier cards back on the bottom of the deck. Put the deployment deck aside, and we'll be okay.
Okay, so for the 2 panicked areas, ladder, not the monster, how many foot soldiers are that in each of the area?
5 each.
Y'all can't do a full, whatever the correct term is. You can't do it. You need
What's
the
that?
actions. So you're going to have to, someone's going to have to come with me. The other 2 are going to have to go to the other area, because you're going to need your actions to initiate combats. Which means, and we're going to need 2 combats, because you cannot kill 5 enemies in 1 combat, which means somebody is not getting a recovery this turn. Because we only have 2 actions for recoveries.
Well, if that person's going to die.
That person should come with me, because I have a full, because I died.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't have the actions. Because we need to depanic both the areas. We don't have a choice. If we don't depanic both those areas, we're kind of screwed, because the next deployment is the boss.
Mm-hmm.
So, sorry. Someone's going to have to go in with, like, no ability here. Everybody only has 1 card. Who has the largest hand?
I think I've only got 2.
Can't hear
left
you,
in my
boss
hand.
man.
You are incredibly quiet, Kurama.
Of course I am. There we go. Should be better now.
And that would be the Phantom Ranger has 4 cards. Andros has 3. Billy has 2.
Yeah, okay. So, recommend the Phantom Ranger come with me. And Andros and Billy go off together and both do a recovery, because they need it. And they're going to need each one of their individual final actions to initiate 2 combats. So you're basically going to have to fight 2 fights off of only 1 recovery apiece. Which shouldn't be that hard, because that second fight's only going to be at least 1, if not maybe 2, depending on how many you kill or don't kill, but you should be able to take out most of them.
Alright, so who's going where?
I don't know, but
What's on
here's a
each?
problem you run into, because we only have 2 actions apiece. If in the next round the boss comes out, we're basically going to go into a boss fight pretty much dead. Because we do not have enough actions to go into the command center, recharge, and come back out.
Actually, we do.
How? If we do that, no one has any actions left to initiate a fight.
Right, but 3 people can recharge. The one person can move. Basically 2 people can move over, and then we have 2 actions remaining from those 2 people to initiate the fight. The other 2 people could go to the command center to recharge, and then move to the same area. So you'll have at least 2 fully charged Rangers in the fight.
And 2 Rangers that are just outright gonna die.
Well, like I said, those 2 Rangers don't have to take the damage. As long as they're not the lead Ranger, you could choose not to shunt damage to them, unless it's an all-Ranger
Actually, those 2
damage.
Rangers can use the recover actions for a little
That's
bit.
true. They can use the recovery
Okay.
actions to help themselves too. So we can do that. But right now we just got to figure out how we're going to
If they're 5
make this
apiece, it
work.
doesn't matter who goes where, really.
That's true. I will note that they're also both equally laid out, 4 Quantrons and 1 Putty apiece.
Kurama, have you fixed your audio problems over there?
Should be alright.
It's a little bit better. You're still a little soft, but we can at least hear you now.
Yeah.
Well, seeing as how I'm Zach, I'm going to go ahead and dip on over to the juice bar.
So it doesn't really matter where we go.
No, it doesn't. But I figure the
No, it
serve
does not.
spot is an in-space thing, right? So it makes sense for Andros to go defend that. So, Phantom and Zach will head over to the juice bar.
Mm-hmm.
And Jim's just not paying attention.
Okay, so who's heading to the juice bar? Zach and
Phantom.
who? Okay, Zach and
Because
Phantom.
he has the
So
largest hand.
that's one action apiece for them.
Then we're recovering.
Yeah, you
Okay,
two should recover and then go over to the surf spot.
that's fair. Sorry, just give me 1 second. Trying to. How do I know this is not working? Can someone send me the link to the stream on Facebook Messenger, please?
On the YouTube.
Yeah, just send the link to the stream on YouTube to me on Messenger, please. All right. So, first question at hand as we start this battle off is Jeff. Would you like to draw any cards, or are we going to do the recoveries first?
Doesn't matter really. I suppose we'll do the recoveries, get them out of the way, and move on.
Jeff, I just saw your mouth move and I didn't hear anything. Are you hearing Jeff Kurama? Because I'm not.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, your audio is gone, dude. Anyway, so what did you say?
Sorry,
Kurama,
I
we're
was
doing the
muted, my bad.
recoveries?
Well, I was saying it's not going to affect my battle. I mean, because you guys are the ones doing the recovery. Phantom's not.
I know, it's just a matter of what order we want to do things in.
You might as well do the recovery, get it out of the way, like Kurama said. Also, you're still really soft, dude.
Okay.
No.
Me?
Boss man.
It was okay. We can hear him.
Let me just double check.
That's better.
Because I got a bunch
A
of
little bit.
settings.
Yeah, just get your mic closer to your mouth and it'll be fine.
How about that?
A little bit better. Yeah, we'll go with it.
Yeah, because it's got a bunch of different settings on it, like how it accepts the audio. So
yeah, it's weird. Like before we go live on the stream, your audio's perfectly fine. The minute I say go live, all of a sudden your audio just disappears.
of course it does.
So somebody tell me, are we doing the battle first or are we doing the recoveries first? I don't
Go
care.
ahead and do the recovery first.
Okay, we're doing it. Let me put your hand out of the way then. All right, so we're going to do recoveries first. So that is recoveries.
For Andros and Billy.
All right. So we'll start off with Billy. We put the recover tokens over. So Billy, you have some options here. You've got mighty maces that are at 3. For 2s, you have two knowledges powers, and at 1s you have your 2 counter jabs, your blade blaster, and mighty maces and power lance at 3. Then 2 knowledge of powers at 2, and then 2 counter jabs and a blade blaster at 1.
What is it? I get 6, don't I?
6.
6 shields, yep. Any combination that does 6. Or you could choose to take either 4 or 5 and take alpha cards in place of some of your recovery.
Probably because the cards go back into the deck, don't they?
Yes, any cards that you recover are going to go back into your deck.
And Blade Blaster counts as 1.
Yeah, Blade Blaster is 1 shield.
So take 2 counter jabs in the Blade Blaster.
Okay, that's 3.
And then what was my 3 shields?
You have the Power Lance and the Mighty Maces.
Take the Power Lance.
Power Lance, okay. So those cards will go back into your deck along with the one that you still had, and we will shuffle the deck. And you will now have 5 cards in your deck, so you're back up to about half strength deck-wise.
So 5 in the deck and how many in hand?
5 in the deck, 5 in the deck, 3 in the discard, and then in your hand you have 2. And then we're going to go ahead and do Andros' recovery. Let's see what we want to bring back for him. So again, this goes back to the question of, do we think telekinesis is worth 3 shields?
At this point, probably not.
Yeah, we're killing a lot of foot soldiers. I'm going to see. So if I do 2, 4...
Well, like I said before, Jim, it depends on your intended purpose with it, because if you're intending to use it with Andros, it's not really a good one to bring back for Andros, because most of what you're going to bring back is less than 3 shields. So you're better off just straight bringing it back. But if you're intended to use it to allow your teammates to bring stuff back, then it's worth it. It just depends on your intended purpose.
Well, it depends on the situation.
Yeah. So the question is, are you willing to sacrifice your own offensive potential to give offensive potential to a teammate? That's the question.
Well, the other question is, do we think I need the Spiral Saber? I would say I might need that just by virtue of how many foot soldiers we need to kill right now.
If anything, you need that fucking drill is what you need.
Make a drill breaker?
Because that damages more than one target. Remember, these are foot soldiers. They're not that strong. Mega Brill Draker has a potential to kill 2 foot soldiers in one shot.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, no, it does extra damage.
No, it lets you roll a die and do a second attack on the target if you don't kill it.
Yeah, if you want to use energy, which might be the better option, if only because you're getting power close to the Spiral Saber at the cost of only 1 energy instead of 3.
Well, it's 2 less die, and you don't get the 2 splash damage.
Oh, does the Spiral Saber have the splash damage?
Yes, you can ignore guard. It's a 4 dice attack, and you can deal 2 damage divided as you see fit on adjacent targets.
Yeah, I guess it depends on do you value the splash damage or the all but guaranteed kill ability of the Drill Breaker?
If we spend energy.
Right. Well, the thing is, just assume you're going to spend energy because you're comparing it to the Spiral Saber, which costs 3 energy.
So 1 energy versus 3. Yeah, that's true. But Spiral Saber could take out 2 foot soldiers. Mega Drill Breaker is only going to take out 1.
Right, but Mega Drill Breaker has an almost guaranteed because the thing don't die, you get to pump more damage into it, potentially.
True, but Spiral Saber has 4 dice. Yes, my roll could screw up, but it's got a high chance of success.
I'll bring back Spiral Saber then.
All right, so that's 3. I could do that and the Mega Drill Breaker, and then a Let's Rock It, which would be a way for us to generate energy. That would bring back 3 cards. Let's do that.
Yep.
So Andros will have 4 cards in his deck, so that's going to be a little...
Yeah, make sure you have enough cards in your deck to survive to the second fight.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, there we go. So that being done, are Zach and the Phantom Ranger going to trigger a battle here? Is that where we're going to start this?
Yeah, I'll trigger the battle. How many cards do I have in my hand?
Very well.
I have
Zach will trigger the battle. You have 4 cards in your hand.
Okay.
Did you want to draw 1 more to have a hand of 5?
So that means there's 6 in my deck. Yeah, I'll go 1 more. And you go ahead and send that to me if you would.
All right. Let me go. Where's that group call we were in yesterday? Here it is. Come on, go done. Go through. There we go. All right. So we got that. And then let's see, Phantom Ranger has 4 cards, one of which is an alpha card.
And he only has 1 in the deck, so he ain't drawing shit.
No, so we're going to go with whatever hand he has.
Oh, smooth moves. And the Blade Blaster. Oh, good. The Blade Blaster will help.
Alright. So we're going to put out 2 pool energy to play around with. And then we're going to go ahead and let me... So the other question at hand, would you like to face the 4 Quantrons, or do you want to throw a putty in there with 3 Quantrons?
Let's go with the 4 Quantrons.
4 Quantrons coming up.
I don't know if Quantrons have guard ability, and I know putties do, and I don't have Andros, so would rather not deal with that. If at all possible.
There we go. All right. So your Quantrons will be Q-Blades, another Q-Blades, a priority target, and a Cyber Slash, which has fast.
Ah, shit. What does Cyber Slash do?
Fast, deal 3 damage unless a ranger discards a card from their hand to prevent it.
What does Phantom's Alpha card do?
It's tactical support. A ranger of your choice can draw up to 2 cards and then immediately play 1 card.
Ew. That's not gonna help. Okay. He doesn't have any defense, does he?
He does have Invisible Hero. Play this card to reduce damage by 2. So we can reduce that to 1 damage.
That's all it is? He doesn't get any other benefit from it?
Nope, play this card when any ranger suffers damage to reduce it by 2, and you can use it when you're on the character card.
Yeah, let's do that, because I don't really want to have to discard it, and I don't fancy taking 3 damage.
Very well. Invisible Hero will block 2. That'll resolve. Invisible Hero will block 2 of the damage. 1 damage remains. I assume you're gonna take the 2 damage.
I thought you said it's dealing 3, so I'm only taking 1.
Sorry, 1 damage. Yes, you're gonna take the 1 damage. All right. Your card is Smooth Moves. It's worth 2 shields. It goes to the bottom, and you're okay.
Yay!
Yay, indeed.
I guess I could have. I have smooth moves. I could have blocked that too, but that's fine.
You could have blocked that too.
That's fine. Phantom is going to do a full recovery later.
Yep. If you'd like to pull him in, I just got a message from our British contingent.
Oh, he wants in? Is he on?
I don't know. He's on Skype. He just sent me a good morning message.
Did you tell him we're streaming?
I did not. Feel free
Tell
to
him
let
we're
him know
streaming.
that.
I don't want to pull him in and be like, by the way, you're talking to millions of people.
Well, then shoot him a message and just tell him what we're doing and see if he wants in.
Yes, boss.
So in the meantime, we have that damage has been resolved. So then let me know what you want to do in the battle next. The next card up is Q-Blades, but you get an attack first.
And everything got all wonky because I decided to go away from the call because you told me to go talk to the Brit. Congratulations,
Fine.
Jimmy. You fucked up the entire call.
Fine, I'll talk to him. Jesus.
I sent him the message already, but yeah, if I move away from our Skype call at all, it completely screws up OBS.
Good to know.
So give me a minute. I must fix OBS.
All right.
Yeah, as long as I don't move away from the active Skype call that it's streaming, it doesn't screw anything up. He just woke up.
I figured that.
Okay, Jimson. Bigger. So what are we going to do here?
Live, everybody.
All right, he says not yet, so he may join us at a later date, provided we don't bite the big one in 5 minutes.
All right, so what do you want to do, boss?
Fuck. Okay. How many attacks does Phantom have?
2 right now.
What does he got?
He's got Spectre Barrage and the Power Ruby Blast.
What does the Spectral Barrage do?
It's a 3 dice attack, and if the target has guards, you can deal any amount of damage from the attack to an enemy card adjacent to the target instead, but nothing has guards, so that doesn't matter.
Right. And that costs energy, I assume?
As a 1 energy.
You know what I'm tempted to do? I'm tempted to burn all our energy and Blade Blast the 2 Q blades into oblivion.
Or alternatively, if let's see, if you were going to do that, you could burn all the energy on the Power Ruby Blast, kill the 2 Q blades, and deal 2 damage to an additional card.
Oh. The Ruby Blast can do that?
It's a maneuver. It deals 2 damage each to a number of enemy cards equal to the amount of energy spent to play this card.
So it would deal 2 damage to all the cards.
Right, so if you spend 3 energy, you could deal 2 damage each to 3 cards on the field. So you could kill the 2 Q blades and deal 2 damage to, I assume you'd want to go with that priority target at the end, so that'd be left at 1. Now, that being the case, if you did that, you wouldn't have any energy left, so you would have to basically... The only problem is if you did that, you would not kill all 4 of these because you'd only have 1 attack remaining to be able to use.
Use the Mega V1.
Well, I can actually... Hang on a second. Because I think I can actually... If we do that, I can kill the remaining 2 in 1 turn. But let me see. I gotta scroll all the way up because that's the first thing you sent me. Ah, damn it! No, that's not gonna work.
Nope.
If I'm gonna use it, I have to use it now. That's the thing. Fuck. Because I have Hip Hop Keto, but it only works if I'm the one that gets the killing blow. So if I Blade Blast, I can Hip Hop Keto something else. Because if we use the Ruby, it'll kill the 2 in the middle. The other 2 won't be adjacent. I won't be able to Hip Hop Keto.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. What do you think is the best use of our energy here? Oh, Goldie.
I don't know.
You said Power Ruby's a maneuver, didn't you? So you can use Mega V1. So it gets you an extra energy there.
That's true.
It gets Phantom another card in his deck for the second fight.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, then I'd have to burn.
Here's the one problem. I mean, that would work, and then you would be able to use that because you can't add that energy to the Power Ruby Blast because you're gaining it after the card has been initiated. So, but it would give you an energy to use either Reckless Blow or Sweeping Strike.
Right, but again, Sweeping Strike will be useless because it deals adjacent damage. There will be nothing adjacent to deal damage to. The only one to be worthwhile to use is Reckless Blow. But Reckless Blow isn't really all that worthwhile if I'm not willing to sacrifice a card off the top of my deck.
That depends. I mean, like I said, if we're gonna kill anything, you're gonna have to. So
I can Mammoth Slam.
Well, yeah, but it's only going to kill 1. There's going to be 2 left to kill.
Oh, and he only has 1 other, so I have to be the one to kill them both.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I can do that, and if it buys the extra energy, you'll be able to use the Mammoth Slam and then use the energy for either your Sweeping Strike or your Reckless Blow to finish off the 4th one.
I suppose. Man, it sucks.
Now,
That
the only
this
thing
is
to
the
be
layout. Damn it.
Yeah, and then once that's done, we'll trigger the second fight, which will only have the 1 Putty Patroller, which you can use the last attack in your hand to defeat. Hell, you could even use the 1 energy to just Blade Blast it in the face.
Yeah.
Or a couple of energy to Blade Blast it in the face, rather.
Yeah, I guess we should just use the ruby. Get it over with.
Very well. So we shall spend all 3 energy on it. Did you want to pop anything? We have Mega V1. You could also pop the pterodactyl for extra energy.
Oh yeah, we have the pterodactyl. Yeah, but you guys are gonna need shit too. Let's go ahead and pop the Mega V1. That'll at least get Phantom some defense.
Very well. Well, then, folks, just to note this to the folks watching at home, as we're planning this out, yes, we are ignoring the fact that Madame Woe is on the board. We have oft found that it's a valid strategy to ignore one of the 2 monsters in favor of keeping the foot soldier count down so that you avoid panic, and then just throwing yourself whole hog at the boss when they come out. So, 3 energy will be spent on Power Ruby Blast to defeat the enemy. So we're going to attack the 2 Q-Blades and the last guy. Is that how we're doing this?
Yeah.
All right. So the 2 Q-Blades will die. 2 Quantrons down, and then the last one there will take 2 damage. It's down to 1 health.
Did you want to burn the 4th energy to hit the other one for 2 as well?
Yeah, and then we get another energy back from the Mega V1. And the Power Ruby Blast goes on the bottom of
Or you
Phantom
can
Ranger's
ignore me.
deck for defense. I'm still doing the thing. Hang on.
No, I'm asking you before you do finish Power Ruby. The question I asked, if you paid attention, was did you want to spend the 4th energy to hit that 4th card for 2 damage as well?
You can't because you only get the energy after having conducted the attack.
We start with 4 energy, dingus.
No, we don't, dingus. Phantom Ranger doesn't have another energy.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I thought he had an energy.
No, Phantom Ranger hasn't recovered. He's only got 1 card in his deck, so he doesn't have any energy. So no, you started with 3 energy.
That sucks. Okay.
So we hit those, and that's where we're at right now. So we have 1 energy now, so you can conduct another attack with that. The first dead Quantron is going to resolve. By the way, we'll take 2 of these Quantrons and put them over on the experience track. We're halfway to another Zord.
Right.
Those of you keeping score at home.
What does his barrage do again? See if we want to use that.
Spectre Barrage, it's just a 3 dice attack. It only gets a boost if something has guard, and it does not.
That's better than what I can use my energy on.
True.
Alright, I'm going to... I hate to use that, but okay.
You use what you have to use.
I will Mammoth Slam the priority target.
Very well. Mammoth Slam will hit the priority target. Let's just hope that my horrible dice rolling doesn't come back to bite us, as usual. Slam. Go over here. Wait, that's Invisible Hero. That goes up here. Alright, so Mammoth Slam, we need to roll 2 dice. Let me go over here. Rolling a 2 dice attack, we only need 1 for it to die. 3, it is very dead. Oh, knocked you over. Sorry there, Zach. Alright, so that's another Quantron gone. 2 foot soldiers away from the next Zord. Another dead Quantron is going to resolve. We have 2 more attacks remaining in this fight, and 1 3 health enemy left to kill.
Recommend Phantom shoot it in the face.
Yeah, that's a valid option if you want to do that.
He does the most damage, potentially.
That's fair. So 3 health, Spectre Barrage will be activated. It does have an extra ability where you can channel the damage to multiple targets if something has guard, but it does not. So we're just going to go ahead and... Whoa, that's a runaway dice. I'll get that in a second. So 3 dice. We need at least 3 damage among these 3 dice. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we don't completely blow this and mess up the fight. Ah, only 2.
Oh well.
The last dead Quantron resolves.
Ooh, we're gonna have to fight 2 putties in the next fight. That's not bad.
Unless you want to pop Pterodactyl to get energy and Reckless blow the thing.
Nope. Nope,
Or
I'm
sweeping
holding it
strike.
because I have an idea depending on what we get in the next fight. I think.
Very well. So we're going to skip the last ranger turns then.
Yep, because we have no energy.
Very well. The final ranger turn has been. Wait a minute.
What?
What? Oh yeah. Okay. So the final ranger turn has been skipped, and therefore the battle is over. We have defeated 3 Quantrons. Not bad. We're 2 away from the next Zord. The discard pile. This guy. That Cyber Slash will go back in the Quantron deck for potential redrawing. And then we will go ahead and... Alright, so that's done. So we got 2 left here. Do we want to trigger another fight and finish these 2?
Yep.
Oh, well, Phantom Ranger will trigger a battle. And we will load up 1 Quantron and 1 Putty.
Phantom Ranger will draw a card because we know his final card is the Ruby, which is 3 shield.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so the Quantron will be the Phalanx
Aren't we supposed
formation.
to draw first?
Oh, fine. I'll draw the cards first. So you want Phantom to draw the 1 card?
Yep, because he has no attacks.
Okay, so he's draw 1. It's the Phantom Laser.
Which will probably not be used, but it's good he has it.
Alright. And then what do you want to draw? You have 4 in your hand. You want to draw anything?
What do I have? The Blade Blaster, Smooth Moves, Reckless, and Sweeping
Reckless
Strike.
Blow and Sweeping Strike.
How many do I have in the deck?
5.
Nope, I'm not going to draw anything.
Okay, that's fair. Anyway, as I was saying, the Quantron is Phalanx formation.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, that's only 2. Okay.
And if we kill the other... And we have to kill the other guy first anyway because it's got guard, which means it's going to go down to 1. And then the Putty Patroller is going to be Leaping Attack, which has 2 health.
Okay. The Phalanx formation, does that do any damage?
Nope, it doesn't do damage, but it does drain 1 energy.
Oh, that's not good. Well,
There's no
hell.
energy anyway.
All right. We're going to have to burn the pterodactyl. I was hoping not to burn the pterodactyl, but we're going to have to. Okay. So here's what's going to happen, Jim.
Okay.
We're going to burn the pterodactyl.
Alright, Pterodactyl shall be
We have now
burned.
4 energy.
Yep.
I am going to spend 3 on Blade Blaster to kill them both.
Doesn't work
Yes,
that
it
way.
does.
Nope.
I will deal 1 damage to the Phalanx, 2 to the Leaping Attack. When the Leaping Attack dies, Phalanx immediately dies.
Oh, you're dealing 3. I see what you're doing now. Okay. So you're spending 3 energy on Blade
Yes.
Blaster. Fair.
Uh,
3 energy shall be spent on Blade Blaster. 2 damage shall hit the Leaping Attack, and it shall be defeated. Wait, hang on. You can't
Why
do
not?
that. Because the Phalanx formation has guard. You can't attack the Leaping Attack. You can't attack.
Oh, it has guard? Oh.
Phalanx formation has guard, so you could shoot 2 at the Phalanx formation and kill it and hit the Leaping Attack with 1, or just burn all 4 and kill them both right now.
Shit. This sucks. Really gonna force me to do it this way? Okay. Ah! Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to do it this way. I am going to not shoot it. I am going to... Actually, hell, if it's gonna force me to do it this way, I'm not even gonna use pterodactyl. Reverse the pterodactyl.
No, it's already been done. You're done.
No, I don't want to use the pterodactyl. I haven't done anything yet, so just reverse the pterodactyl really quick.
But you use the pterodactyl. The pterodactyl
It doesn't
is
matter.
done.
Take it back. Remove the 2 energy. We don't need it. Because
You already used the pterodactyl. The action is over.
Dude, we haven't done anything that it affects yet. We can say we decide not to use it. It's not that big a deal.
But it doesn't matter. It was used.
Why are you being an asshole?
I'm following the rules of the game.
It doesn't affect anything if we say we're not going to use it. If it affected something, yeah, I'd be like, okay, yeah, fair point. It's not affecting anything.
It does affect something. It affects the fact that you already used the energy, and now you're taking back something you did, which is changing the outcome of the game.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to use its energy. It's not going to affect anything, Jim. Stop being such a rules Nazi.
Yes, it is. Kurama, tiebreaker, please.
It doesn't affect anything.
Kurama, why are you muted?
Because I'm always muted.
Okay.
Because
my perspective is this. The fact is, what it affects is the fact that the pterodactyl will be there in a future round when it should not be, and you have energy now when you should not. That's what it affects. Or don't have energy now when you should. That's what it affects.
I'm saying we don't need the energy, which is why I'm saying I'd rather not use it because I didn't realize it was guard. I'm like, oh, well, then I don't need the energy because we're going to do something different.
Which I understand, but you already said you were using the pterodactyl. Now it's not there, and that affects later because you won't have it later, and that's how the game is going to play out because you chose to do an action. By undoing that, you're having the pterodactyl later when you shouldn't, and that's what's changing.
Except my whole point was to not use a pterodactyl in the first place, and I only used it because I thought I had to use it. That's the difference.
That's why it's called paying attention to the game before you start saying things you're going to do.
So why wouldn't you just use the Blade Blast to use the 4 energy and just get rid of both of them and
because I can't target the leaping attack because it's being guarded by the phalanx. I didn't realize phalanx had guard. Otherwise, I never would have used the pterodactyl. We don't need the pterodactyl if I can't shoot them both. That's the thing. That's the point I'm making is we don't even need to use it. Which is what I was trying to do in the first place was to save the pterodactyl, and I thought I had to use it because of the phalanx formation. I didn't realize phalanx formation had a guard on it because I don't have the cards fucking in front of me. Like, it's on the stream, yes.
They're right on the camera.
It is there, but you didn't have it zoomed in at the time, and until you mentioned it had guard, I was like, oh, well, that changes everything. Because we haven't taken an action yet, we haven't done anything, saying, oh, I decide not to use the pterodactyl doesn't change anything, in my opinion. Because no actions have been taken.
Yeah, well, facts don't care about your opinions, and the fact is, what's changing now is that now you're going to have the pterodactyl later in the game unused when, by all virtue, after saying you're using it now, you should not have it later.
But in my opinion, that only matters if you used it and then did something with the energy that it gave you. Which we haven't done yet. We haven't done anything.
Yeah, but it's allowing you to undo something that is now going to affect the game because now the pterodactyl won't be there later. That was your choice. That is a screw-up, and now you're trying to undo a screw-up, which is going to affect the later outcome of the game because the pterodactyl won't be there when it shouldn't.
But you're making a huge deal out of something that's not that big in terms of screw-up because it's just one thing that doesn't affect anything at the moment. Yes, it's going to be there later, but it was going to be there later anyway if I'd have made my decisions on what to do based on all the information, which I didn't have because I didn't realize phalanx formation had guard.
But you didn't. You made the decision that you made, regardless of context.
Yeah, which hasn't affected anything yet, so by going back, it doesn't change what's happening in the game at the moment. And it's resetting it back to before I used it, which is only one action, which is using the pterodactyl.
I'm talking about it affecting the future game.
Who cares?
Now there's
Who fucking cares? It hasn't hasn't affected anything aside from tapping one card and giving us 2 energy. I said, decide not to use it, take that 2 energy away because we don't need it. Doesn't fucking affect anything. It's back to where it was before. Nothing else has changed. Literally nothing else has changed.
What has changed is the energy is no longer there and the pterodactyl will be there later. That is the change, and you're just blatantly ignoring it.
Which I don't see a problem with. Because it hasn't affected anything yet, so we're not reversing really anything aside from, oh, well, I don't want to use the card then. That's all that's changing.
My problem is your inability to accept responsibility and the consequences of your actions. That's my problem. But again, Kurama, I asked you for a tie-breaking opinion, and I haven't heard one.
I can see both sides of it. Fucking...
You're not Switzerland.
Yeah, I know. I can be. Even though I'm not from there.
Well, it depends. Are you going to start uppercutting things in the corner?
It'd be nice to have it later, but he also didn't have all the information to make his decision for the round.
All right. I mean, if you agree with Jeff, I'll undo it. I just want to have the tie breaking. If majority says undo it, I'll undo it.
Yeah, I just think we undo it.
Very well. Pterodactyl is undone. The extra 2 energy are gone. Continue.
We don't need the energy, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 1 energy on sweeping strike instead. And hope your roll doesn't suck.
Okay, 1 energy spent on sweeping strike. What are you attacking? I guess you're attacking the guard.
The failing formation, yeah.
Okay. So we will go ahead and attack that, and we need, what's that? It's 2 dice. All right, let's see what happens. Boop. 2 dice roll. 2.
Thank you. I was going to say, if your roll sucked, then we would have to use the pterodactyl, because we'd have no energy.
The Quantron is gone. The dead Quantron resolves, and we have a leaping attack.
Right. Now we got to take care of that. We have 1 energy.
Reckless Blow or the Phantom Laser.
How many dice is the Phantom Laser?
1. A dice, 2 dice plus 1 damage. So it's guaranteed to hit it for 1, and we only need to get 1 on the 2 dice.
Before I do that, I'm going to turn around and kick the leaping attack in the face.
Good call. I can respect that. Hey, Pop,
and then fuck it, Phantom Laser for the guaranteed kill.
That's fair. Then we'll spend the 1 energy. I'll roll the dice for the heck of it, but we know it's going to take the 1 automatically. That's another 3. It took 4. It's very dead.
So we get a Zord.
You do get a Zord. Putty goes to the track. We'll clear the board out of here. Quantron goes to the discard. Putty goes. I'm going to have to reshuffle these putties because we're out of putties in the putty deck. Shuffle these around a little bit. Get it all together. Shuffly, 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 shuffly. All right, putties are shuffled. Let me go ahead and get these guys off the experience track real quick. Clear that out. Quantrons go over here in the bag. Putties go back over here. For right now, I'll leave them kind of loose because we're probably going to need them. And the next Zord we will have access to in this fight is Artillatron. Artillatron says, exhaust this card when any ranger performs an attack. Gain 1 energy, and that ranger may ignore guard when choosing the target.
Okay.
Okay. What does Mammoth do again?
The Mastodon immediately removes 1 foot soldier from the field.
So we
Okay, that's right.
So, for example, if you wanted to pop that before the next battle, you could remove 1 from the surf spot, and then when we go there, we just have to win 1 fight in order to clear that area.
That would actually be good, because then whoever has the extra energy the extra move can actually go back to the command center and do a full recover before the end of the round.
Yeah.
I like that plan. And you have 4 and 1 over there as well? All right, I'm going to Mastodon the putty. So all you have to deal with is a Quantrons, if that's all right with you.
Oh, well, the putty shall be Mastodon, then it shall go to the experience track. All right, so let me see how we're doing on cards here. So let's see. Andros has 4 in his deck. Billy has 5. Okay. I think that's enough to win the fight. What say you, Billy? Shall we go attack?
We shall.
All right, so we'll use 1 action each to teleport over here. Bye, Madam Woe. We're out. All right, surf spot. Don't worry. My in-space memory is failing me. What was the name of the lady that ran the surf spot?
No
where's Jake? Where's Jake when we need him? Well, anyway, we're here to say the surf spot. So let me go ahead and put the hands for the other 2 rangers out of the way, and I will get the hands for Andros and Billy down here where we can see what we got.
It is owned by Adele Ferguson.
Adele, thank you. All right. So, Billy, would you like to draw any cards, reminding you that you currently have 5 in your deck and 2 in your hand?
I'm going to draw 2.
All right. Gonna leave 3 in the deck. That's fair. That is a Blade Blaster and a Counter Jab. I'll send you a picture in a moment. Let's see. Andros currently has 4 in the deck. I'm going to draw 1 to start. That's Let's Rock It. Well, we can ignore guard. We might be okay. So, there's not going to be any massive damage coming in from any of these guys, I don't think. So, just because, you have 3 attacks. Oh, no, we have 4 attacks among us. We could actually do this with what we've got. Plus, we got Blade Blaster. And I can Astro Blaster to add damage on something if we so desire, so. I don't know. Do you guys think I should draw 1 more card and leave 2 in my deck, or do you think we're good?
Probably leave them in there just in case.
Okay, we'll aim for the defense. We'll go with what we got then. This should be enough. We have more than enough attacks to deal with this.
Because if need be, I've got my ability if we need to pull a specific card out.
That is true. But your ability is just to take the top card of your deck, whatever it might be.
No, he searches the deck for a specific card.
No, he doesn't. Strategize. Once per battle, a ranger of your choice may draw 1 card and then place 1 card from their hand back on top of the deck.
But you can always put something that you just can't use, whether it be something with extra shields, back on top of the deck.
That is correct. All right, so I just sent the 2 hands through if you want to check those out. We got 4 cards a pop. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put out 4 Quantrons.
Fair enough.
I have 4 left. I have exactly 4 Quantrons left in this Quantron deck, so that's perfect. I'm going to go over here to the combat board.
Also, you have Recovery Protocol, which you can burn in energy to get some defense.
That is true. So Quantrons, we're going to go with Cyber Slash, a Phalanx Formation, another Cyber Slash.
Oh, no.
And a Priority Target. And the Cyber
no.
Slashes both have Fast.
That Phalanx Formation is at what, 4?
Correct. However, there are the first Cyber Slash is able to be killed, so we could knock the Phalanx down to 3 before we have to deal with it if we kill that first Cyber Slash first.
But then you have to deal with both the second Cyber Slash and the Phalanx Formation, which is a huge blow when you don't have a lot of energy. Because I don't know if do either of you guys have personal energy?
Yes, because we both recovered last round, and I don't think we fought anything after that, did we?
He did not recover. He was with me. We had no actions by the end of our fight.
He wasn't with you. Him, Andros, Billy, and Phantom Ranger killed Venjix.
Yeah, but he started with me, and I fucking died, remember?
Yes, I'm aware of that. But we sent the Phantom Ranger over, and before we started the Venjix fight, Andros and Billy both did a recovery.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
Oh, yeah, he might have recovered before the Venjix fight, but then he might have used the energy during the Venjix fight.
Maybe, but I also have the 2 recovery actions flipped over, so we definitely no, because we used the recoveries this turn.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Both of you guys did that. That's right.
Because we did the recoveries before we triggered your first battle over there, so we have our energy.
Excellent.
Trying to second guess me.
I always second guess you. But yeah, my point still stands. You'll have to take them both, which is still going to suck.
You're so busy second guessing me, you're not paying attention to your own audio checks.
What do you mean?
I was so busy second guessing me that you screwed up our audio yesterday.
But yeah, you're still going to have to deal with that Phalanx Formation, which is still going to suck. Even though you have all your energy, it's still limited energy. So
I am aware of this fact. All right. So
Cyber Slash hits you.
Yes, deal 3 damage unless someone wants to discard a card to prevent it.
Unless you have anything that activates at the top of the fight.
We do not.
No.
So, did we want to take the 3 damage or discard a card to prevent it?
Well, no matter what, we'll be discarding card anyway, won't we? So.
Yeah, but it's whether it's from the hand or the deck.
Oh, so we can discard from the hand.
Well, yeah, whenever you take, like I said, I'm just saying we, because this card-specific ability says you take 3 damage or discard a card from your hand to prevent it.
Oh, okay.
It's that specific Quantron's ability. So we can discard something. I have this alpha card that I can discard. It's Recovery Protocol. It costs an energy, and it says play this when another ranger plays a card to let that ranger put it back in their hand. That could be useful, but it costs an energy.
Yeah, I don't think I'd keep that. Not.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll discard Recovery Protocol to prevent that damage. Then put that back in the alpha on the bottom of the alpha deck. That is discarded. All right. So that damage is prevented. Now we can do things.
Okay. So what do we want to take out first?
Well, we have to either attack that first card that just resolved, or we have to attack the Phalanx formation, because the Phalanx formation is guarding the other two.
And the Phalanx has got 4 health.
Yep.
At the moment.
I would kill the Phalanx just because that frees you up to attack whatever the hell you want.
And we've got... What have we got? How many energy to use?
4.
4 amongst us.
4 amongst us. 4, deal 2 to that. I could use Blade Blaster, but that just uses up most of our energy.
Also, it doesn't do much because Blade Blaster has to deal with guard.
You can still target 2. You still have 2 targets if you want to spread 4 damage across. I think he was thinking Blade Blaster 4 damage to just straight take out Phalanx formation.
Oh yeah, I mean we could do that.
And then we've still got Pterodactyl to pick up 2 more energy.
True. Also, we gain an energy if we use Artillatron. And also, Artillatron lets us ignore guard on an attack, plus I'm Andros. So I've got the Astro Blaster, which I can attach to any attack to let it ignore guard and potentially up its damage. Plus, I've got my character ability that lets us ignore guard on any one attack as well.
I was going to say, I'd like to point out your Andros. Guard is irrelevant.
I know, that's why I literally said, and also I'm Andros, if you were paying attention to the stream at all.
If you'd have paid attention to what I was saying, I said I was going to say. So I wish I did pay attention to it.
Fair. So we can ignore the guard and start killing other things until and weaken the Phalanx down, since we can ignore guard on our attacks. So my advice would be for us to do something to take out the second Cyber Slash before we either take 3 or lose another card.
What are the other 2? 3 and 3. So if we can ignore guard, can I use Blade Blaster with Pterodactyl and take out Cyber Slash on the priority target?
Actually, yes, because I can, because if I apply Astro Blaster, it ignores guard when choosing a target, and you're choosing all the targets, so therefore, yes, if I were to apply my Astro Blaster to your Blade Blaster, that would allow us to ignore the guard with the Blade Blaster.
All right,
now, that being said, Astro Blaster would be played as a 0 energy card, because obviously all the energy is going to the Blade Blaster, so we wouldn't get the bonus damage from the Astro Blaster, we would just get the ignore guard ability. Or, if you want to make it easier, Kage, rather than doing all of that, I could just use my character ability to let you ignore guard on this attack.
Can I suggest something?
Well, my character ability only works once per battle, so just keep that in mind.
Can I suggest something?
Well,
okay, Kage.
Yeah. Well, it's only 1 battle anyway, so...
Yes, but we can only do it once during the course of this battle, was my point.
I was going to say, if you're going to Blade Blaster, depending on how much faith you have in Jim's dice rolling ability, I recommend popping Let's Rocket first. Because if you roll well enough, you can take all 3 of them out and leave only the phalanx formation at 1 hit point. If you roll well enough.
What does Let's Rocket do?
1 energy, roll 2 dice, gain an amount of energy equal to the dice results. Under the range of your choice, may immediately play 1 card. Place this card on top of your deck instead of discarding it. So if he rolls well enough, you'll have enough energy to take out all 3 of them, leaving the phalanx formation alone. And of course, you'd have to pop his Andros thing to be able to hit the 2 guarded ones.
Or, given that we're not going to, given that they're going to reset after this battle, because this battle's the end of the round anyway, if we pop Pterodactyl and Artillatron, that buys us 3 additional energy, which brings our total to 7. We could use 6 of it to wipe out all 3 of the non-phalanx cards using my character ability, and then that would leave the phalanx at just 1 health, and then we just have to shot it with something.
If you don't want the random, let's rock it. Now, doesn't Artillatron, isn't the preclusion that you're taking damage and then you can pop it?
No, Artillatron. Exhaust this card when any ranger performs an attack.
Oh, but yeah, you could do that then, sure. So that's 1.
Because that would give us 3. That would actually give us 7 energy. We get 6 energy, kill the 3 that are not phalanx formation. That will leave phalanx at 1, and then you could use the 1 energy to blade blast it in the face. Hang on a sec.
Well, actually, if that's 7, all you need is the 2, 4, 3, 6, 9. No, you still need 9 energy though, because they're at 3 apiece.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying if he uses Let's Rock It, it goes down to 3 energy. He rolls 2 dice. Let's say he gets a perfect 4. That's 7. And then the 2 is 9. So he'd have to roll a perfect 4 to have enough energy to do it.
Yeah. I think we might go that way.
And even if it's not a perfect roll, as long as he has enough energy to do some extra damage to the first Cyber Slash, you'll have another... It'll still get down to 2, which you can still kill the phalanx formation doing that.
Yeah.
You probably won't roll the perfect 4, but you never know.
At least it'll add that extra bit of damage anyway.
Mm-hmm. Actually, technically, all he'd have to do is roll 3. He doesn't have to roll a 4 because you have Artillatron. If he rolls a 3, all you do is pop Artillatron. That gets you the extra energy you need.
Yeah.
So he has a little leeway. Yeah, I think that's your best bet. You could wipe the whole board with 1 shot, and little puny phalanx formation would be like, help me. Let's see, do you have any attacks with no energy? You have counter jab, so you could literally counter jab for the guaranteed kill. At that point.
Yeah. Yeah, because I got that, and then I've also got Tactical Strike, which will go back to the top of my deck. So
yeah, but counter jab is guaranteed 1 damage, which would insta kill phalanx formation if you kill everything else.
Yep. By the way, random fun fact: I took a walk for a second. I'm downstairs in the basement of my new house. I'm directly under where the computer is, right above me in my room, and I can still hear everything perfectly as long as I'm directly under it. So that's good to know.
Excellent. So let's wait for him to come back then. Fair enough. So I guess the question then becomes, is Let's Rock It worth the risk of him rolling completely nothing and you just spending an energy for nothing?
I think it will be. Could only give it a go.
Yep. We just need the game master to come back. So while we're waiting for him to come back, I know we're on Livestream, but who the fuck cares? How goes the Survivor Series?
Yeah, it's finished half hour ago.
How did the Taker thing go?
He went really well. They had him out in the ring with everyone. Then everyone left, and it got all dark and spooky. And he just said goodbye, pretty much.
So he came out as Taker or as Mark?
As Taker. Yeah. Just come out and said, like, finally, Undertaker will rest in peace.
Wow. So it's the full kind of retirement speech then.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It sucks that the fans couldn't be there to witness it, but
it made sense that this is the event that he does it at.
Yeah, definitely. 30 years Survivor Series.
Now, did Kane come out as Kane or Mayor Kane?
No, he came out as Kane. Yeah, his full get up and everything.
The mask and the long hair and everything.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know if it was long hair, but
at least the mask.
Yeah, he came out in his mask and costume and stuff.
Nice.
So what have we decided to do?
3-5-5. Let's rock it.
Spending 1 energy on Let's Rock It.
And we're putting our faith into your crappy dice rolling ability.
That is not a move I would have trusted, but okay.
You could shock us.
Activating Let's Rock It. Gain an amount of energy equal to the damage results of 2 dice, and another ranger can immediately play a card. And this card goes back to the top of my deck, so that's good. I get a little extra defense out of it, too. All right, rolling 2. Wow, that's 4.
Holy shit! You got the God roll, Kage!
That'll work. We'll take that. That worked out.
So that's...
So we want to crack Pterodactyl.
That's all you'll need. That'll be 9 energy.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, Pterodactyl will bring it up to 9 energy.
And Andros, if you wouldn't mind helping the poor boy aim through the guard.
Yep, Andros activates ability to let Billy ignore guard keyword when choosing the target for the attack.
So we're going to use Blade Blaster on everything but the Phalanx.
On everything but the Phalanx. Okay, so 3, 6, 7. So you're going to spend all the energy.
Yep.
Very well. All the energy is spent. And Blade Blast 1, 2, 3 are all dead. 3 Quantrons leave this area. We're 2 away from another Zord. Let's see. So this was already resolved, and then this dead Quantron resolves.
What do you think, Kage? Poke it with the jab for the guaranteed kill.
Yeah. Just counter jab.
Doink!
Counter jab is 1 guaranteed energy plus a roll. Let's roll for funsies. It's a 1, so you don't 2 damage to it. It is dead. Thus, we win the fight. Quantrons go away. We're going to have to reshuffle the Quantron deck here, and that's okay.
Let me get another experience.
That Quantron leaves the area unpanicked. Well done. So the only panicked area remaining is where Madame Woe is at KO 35. We're also 1 foot soldier away from a Zord. Which means when we get to the next round here, if somebody wanted to pop Mastodon immediately, we could immediately have another Zord.
That's probably going to happen, considering we're probably going to get the boss, and we're going to need that Zord.
Most likely, and we'll see which boss we're fighting. Will it be one of the classics? Will it be one of the new Machine Empire bosses? We will find out. I did not put the group Psycho Ranger boss in, so it won't be that.
Thank God. I would not want to do that in this game. Holy shit.
And it's a hell of a game. All right, so your counter jab goes to your discard pile. Oh, by the way, my Let's Rock It goes to the top of my deck if I paid attention to my own card effects. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me put these over here so I don't lose these cards. They go over here. These 3 go over here for Billy's deck so I can keep track. All right.
So I have Mighty
So between
Maces and Tactical Strike.
Billy and
back over
Andros,
here.
who needs the full recharge?
Well, let's see. Andros currently has 4 cards in his deck. Billy has 3.
So probably Billy then.
Most likely.
So it'll be Billy and a Phantom.
Except
we'll be doing that.
Yeah, because Phantom definitely needs a. Phantom's only got one
That
card
means
in his
you and
deck.
I can just pop a recover.
That's fair. In that case, it is now deployment time for the next round, potentially the final round. And here we go. First deployment, 1 Quantron to KO 35.
Okay.
Which is panicked, so it gets shunted over to the park. Oh, actually, no, is that the figure limit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's at the 6-figure limit, yes. So it gets shunted over to the park. Deployment 2, 2 more Quantrons to the park. That's going to panic the park. We have 1 Putty Patroller to the surf spot. We have 2 Quantrons and the boss going to KO 35, which is going to shunt them to the park, which is also panicked. Therefore, the boss and 2 Quantrons are coming right in our faces in the surf spot.
Oh, look at that. You get an extra action because you're not going anywhere.
Indeed. So 2 Quantrons. Let me get those out of the bag. We have one more deployment after this. So as long as theoretically we can't lose on panic. So basically, if we just throw ourselves at the
Who's the boss?
fight, and the boss that we will be fighting for this game is His Royal Majesty King Mondo.
Okay, I have no idea what to expect. This should be fun.
Expect a 10 health Sword of Damocles.
Oh, right, he has that. Oh, shit.
Let me go ahead.
Yeah, that's
and
right, Kage. They gave him the Sword of Damocles.
Yes, but its health goes down retro to. Basically, it's got 10 health and it deals 10 damage to you, but the amount of damage is based on its health. So the more you hurt it, the less damage you take from it when it resolves. I'm going to just open up my Machine Empire pack and get King Mondo's cards out. It makes sense. He sent General Vengeance as his herald. Madame Woe slipped in there to try to throw us off, but no. His Royal Majesty will not be denied.
Man, I wish we had the Megazord.
Well, I do keep in mind if you, you can get at least our final Zord, if I'm keeping track at home, is going to
Triceratops.
Yeah, the Triceratops. We can at least get that in here. So we will have all our Zords. We just will not have the Megazord, at least not in the first fight. We can, we're probably not going to be able to kill 6 more in another fight, so we are going to have to go without the Megazord, unfortunately. Also, the final deployment, by the way, is another Quantron to the park, which shunts it over to the surf spot. Oh dear, I seem to be out of Quantrons. So, this Super Putty is a Quantron, just pretend.
Well, here, let me help you with that. I immediately Mastodon that Quantron. There, problem solved.
Okay. Failing me, untap the cards, then retap Mastodon, and there that Quantron is gone. We'll put this, and we'll just pretend that it went over here to the track. Put the putties back.
Triceratops!
Yep, so we'll summon the Triceratops out of here, which, for the record, exhausts this card to allow any ranger to choose up to 2 cards in their discard pile and return them to the top of their deck in any order.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Yes!
Let me just shuffle King Mondo's
Andros
cards
will
here.
not die.
There you go. Alright. Let me grab King Mondo out of these foot soldiers on the bottom here. In the unlikely event we should need another deployment, let me grab King Mondo out of the box and actually put his figure on the board. That would help. Where's the king? Here he is. Big old King Mondo. There he is in all his royal majesty. Well, hello there. Apparently I have to deal with things myself. How about thee?
Billy, run!
Okay, so what are we doing? Let me
Billy
refresh
is
the
running.
Billy's going to go to the command center and back.
Yep. And
And
Phantom is going to join him, and I am going to join you.
All right, hang on a minute. So Zach is going to spend 1 to teleport over to King Mondo. And then Phantom Ranger is going to go to the command center and then over here. So Billy and Phantom. Now, mind you, just keep in mind that you do lose your hand when you do that recover. The recover, the power up, rather. Because everything gets shuffled back in and then you get a new hand. All right, so that's Phantom Ranger recharged, and then we're going to do Billy. All right.
While you do
got
this, I'm going to
that.
get more drink. I'll be right back.
Drank.
I have returned with drink.
You got some drank?
I do.
All right. So, Billy, I assume you want a full hand of 5 cards, since we're fighting the boss. You're muted.
How many have I got in hand?
0.
Nothing right now, because when you do the power up, everything goes back into your deck and it completely shuffles and resets. It's like
Oh,
starting the
okay.
game over again.
Yeah, we'll go 5.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could have been a better hand. Sorry. So Billy's not going to be leading the charge on attacks for this fight.
What have I got in my hand?
I'm going to show you. Hang on. Picture coming through. You could always use your ability to change it out if you don't like it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That is blurry as hell. Go back. That's still blurry. Come on. That's pretty good. All right. He's got a hand back, and we're going to deal out a full 5 cards for the Phantom Ranger. Get him in the fight.
Maybe, maybe not. Depending on what he draws.
All right. Well, Phantom Ranger has 2 invisible heroes. He's going to be protecting people. He's also got 2 Spectre Barrages and a Phantom Laser, so no attacks with 0 energy. So he will need energy to do things.
Can any of that stuff be activated while he's cloaked?
His defensive cards can, the invisible heroes.
Because I was thinking maybe he should cloak to start the fight and then just decloak when we actually need him to join the fight. Since he's starting with a full hand.
Yeah, because he's got a full hand of cards. He doesn't need to be there for the start. We can adjust his move action to send him to his character card off the command center instead.
Yeah, let's do that, and he can be the defensive guy, and that way he can't actually be attacked.
Fair. And if we need to, we can bring him in to take damage.
Yeah, or to deal damage, like if we need him to use his attacks.
Yep,
Given what he has, we probably are going to need him.
All right, Phantom is there. So, let's see.
Well, let's see, what do you have? You have counter. How many cards do I have in my discard?
Right now, 2.
How many do I have in my hand?
Right now, 3.
Okay, I don't think I'm going to pop a recovery. I think we're going to save one. I think you need to pop a recovery because you're almost dead.
Here's the Phantom Rangers cards for record.
Yeah, what does Billy's ability do? Is it just a replacement ability? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
All right. Do just keep in mind, if I have Andros pop a recovery, we're gonna have we'll have 3 actions. So
You'll have your full actions, yeah.
Oh, right, because the recovery's in the command center. I'm an idiot. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Recovery. So Andros will do a recovery. Let's see what he's got here. So basically, Andros is going to take a telekinesis, let's rock it, and pierce defenses. So everything except his other telekinesis.
Yeah, Kage, I recommend you popping the Billy ability. Well, I'll say that 5 times fast.
Billy
And
ability, Billy ability, Billy ability, Billy
throwing-
ability, Billy ability.
throwing a knowledge's power back on top of your deck because you don't need 2 of those.
I was thinking the counter jab.
One of the counter jabs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could. Yeah, if it's revealed for. Yeah, okay, that's a good idea. Good call. Good call.
So you're going to activate Billy's ability to draw a card and put a counter jab on the deck?
Yeah.
Very well. Counter jab will go to the deck. You will instead draw your Mighty Maces.
It's alright, I guess.
All right. So that is all said and done. Andros has recovered. We have 4 actions remaining among the group. 1 Zach, 1 Billy, and 2 Andros. No, wait, Billy did a full, he doesn't have any actions. Billy did a full go to the command center and back. So in that case, Andros has 2 actions, Zach has 1, and we have 1 command center recovery remaining.
Yes.
Keep in mind, we are fighting the boss, and we have 2 lives left at the command center. Rangers sacrificing their lives to avert massive damage from Mondo is a very valid strategy here.
Fair.
Because if we end up, say, the Sword of Damocles, and it tries to deal 9 damage, somebody with only 1 card left in their deck can take it, and it mitigates all the damage, even though they're dying.
Fair. And we have all the Zords.
Yep, we have 5 Zords, just no Megazord.
For the sake of this fight, you want to send us a photo of all the Zords so Kage has all that in front of him?
Sure, I won't include the Mastodon because we already used that.
Correct. That is entirely fair.
All right, Zord's coming up.
So if we defeat the boss, then it doesn't matter about the rest of it. The game's done.
Yes, but we have to defeat the boss twice.
Not exactly. To defeat the boss, you have to defeat 8 of its cards, which means you have to fight it twice, but in the second fight, assuming you wiped it the first time, you only have to kill 2 cards and then just survive.
But you can only fight 4 cards at a time, so...
Yeah, so you have to do... With bosses, you must do 2 battles, because you can't fight more than 4 cards in a battle, unless you're fighting Rito Revolto and you get his 1 Stumbling Fool card that lets you add extra cards to the fight.
Right, but you said 8. I think you meant 6.
Sorry, 6, you're correct. 6 cards. And you can't fight more than 4 in a fight unless you have Rito Revolto, who has his Stumbling Fool that lets you add additional
also, Kage,
to his fight.
Even if we take out 6 boss cards, we have to survive said fight. The second one.
Yeah.
Okay, this will be interesting. We have energy up the yin-yang. We have the ability to replenish defenses. And so defenses and energy is what we have with this setup. I'm okay with this. This is actually a pretty good setup of Zords. Huh.
It's not bad at all.
I would also like to say, Gold Phoenix Ranger, as it pertains to the Phantom Ranger, I called it.
Called what?
When we were first looking at the Phantom Ranger, first thing I said was, in the way we play, he's going to be complete shit, but I could see him being pretty powerful in single Ranger play.
Mm-hmm.
Called it.
Well, he is a solo ranger. That is sort of his shtick, so it does make sense.
I still think Tommy would be complete utter trash in solo Ranger play, despite the fact his entire ability is do more damage when you're alone.
True.
But anyway, so since you have all the actions, Andros, you're the Red Ranger. Would you care to lead us into battle?
All right, guys. Let's do this. We can beat King Mondo here now and put an end to this. Just as we go into battle, remember one thing. If you don't do this, I have to murder Zordon.
Yes, O spawn of Ecliptor.
Comfy. All right, so Andros will spend an action to trigger battle against His Royal Majesty. Only 3-foot soldiers in the area, so that's not bad.
I
So
also
let me
do
go ahead.
notice. Oh yeah, we haven't actually drawn yet. Never mind.
Yeah, well, the battle is now starting, so now there will be the draw phase. So who would like cards?
Max me out, boss. Let's do this.
Very well. 2, 3, and 2 more.
Please, for the love of God, give me the axe.
You did not get the axe.
Damn it.
Could always use a knowledge as power if you really, really want it.
Let's see if we're gonna need it or not first.
That's a fair play.
Because if that Sword of Damocles comes out, I'd rather have single target damage.
That's true.
Oh, and I have Blade Blaster, so that's almost as good.
Indeed. And then Andros has 2, so he's going to draw 3 more to also give him a full hand.
Now, do keep in mind, because I did not do a recover, I don't have any energy.
Yes. That's right. Everybody else has energy. Let me give everybody their energy back.
And also
So
keep in mind, until Phantom Ranger formally joins the battle, we don't get his energy.
Correct. His
So what-
energy is inaccessible.
So what do we have? 5 at the moment?
4.
I don't have any
2 in the
energy.
pool, 2 in the pool, and then Billy and Andros' personal energy, because Phantom Ranger has a personal energy we will gain if he enters the fight proper, and Zach does not have any.
Now, I can use my action in the middle of combat to recover, yeah?
No.
What does the action allow me to do in the middle of combat?
It allows you to gain an additional 2 energy.
Oh. But it takes a turn to do so.
No.
I can just do it?
Yes. And if
Okay.
you were playing in the mode where we normally play, where you are running 2 Rangers at a time, in that mode and that mode only, you can draw up to a full hand of cards.
Oh, okay. So yeah, if we really need energy, I can burn my turn or my action, because if anything, I'll just use the recover thing out of the command center for the second fight.
Also, we do have 3 Zords that would get us a combined 4 additional energy, should we desire that.
That too. All right, what have I got? All right, let's blow. That'd be good. And you said I have 2 in the discard?
Yes, a Sweeping Strike and a Mammoth Slam.
Okay. I need to get 2
So
more
do
cards in the
we
discard.
want to keep that extra energy for the second battle, or do we just want to burn it and try and wreck them in the first battle?
What do you mean?
Like the Zord, getting the extra energy from the Zords, do we want to keep that for the second battle, or do we?
Well,
want
let's see what cards Mondo pulls out, and then we'll decide what
Jim,
to do.
do you want to draw and send us your hand as well?
I did draw. I will send you a hand. I do not have the Spiral Saber.
Do you have the Drill Breaker?
So that's also an. I do have the Drill
That
Breaker.
could help. Especially if the Sword of Damocles comes out.
I do also have 2 Pierce Defenses, which are 2 dice attack, but they allow the next person who attacks to ignore guard.
Right.
It's upside down.
Sorry.
Flip the phone. Oh yeah, Kage can't do that because he's
Kage.
on computer.
No, but he can rotate the image.
It's also blurry as shit. Hang on. Glasses off.
You want me to send it? Fine, I'll send another
I
one.
can read
Hang
it. I
on.
just have to take my glasses off. Oh, yeah, piercing and oh, you have the Astral Blaster. Okay.
I do. Yeah,
Defense
try that
says,
one. See if
"Let's
that one's
rock
any
it,"
better.
and the Manga Drill Breaker. Oh, you got Let's Rock It. That's good. That's really good that you got that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a terrible hand. I think we'll be okay.
We get it workable.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
I try to help.
Astral Blaster could be decent too. And you literally have everything in your hand that ignores guard. That's gonna come in so handy on this. Watch Mondo come up and be like, guarding is for pussies.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because it's King Mondo. He doesn't guard.
Well, you never know. We'll see.
All right, this should be interesting.
It should.
Deploy.
All right, 1 second.
Let's see how bad Mondo is.
Okay.
Shane, Big Show, JBL, Jeff, Mick, Godfather. The Godwins.
The Godwins?
Yeah. Savio Vega.
Wow.
Rikishi, Nash, Booker T, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, Triple H, and Kane.
That's who was out there?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did Rikishi come out and say that he wasn't going to come to this Undertaker event, but he did it for The Rock?
No.
Everyone say hi to the Brit. He's been watching us.
Hello, Simon. How are you? That is Hakumen from Rangervision hanging out with us today.
Yeah, he's not with us, but he's watching. Yeah.
He's watching. That's good. We got a viewer. That's a start. That's how we get this thing rolling. All right, so let's see what King Mondo is bringing to the table for the first battle. We will start off with a fast card. That is Tyrant Barrage.
Oh, no.
We will then add in the Sword of Damocles,
Oh, fuck!
which has guard, by the way.
Oh, well, it's a good thing we have Andros.
We've also got another Tyrant Barrage. That's fast.
Oh, no.
And the last card for the battle will be an Imperial Fist, which also has fast, putting the Sword of Damocles at the end of Mondo's line.
At least it's only guarding one thing. What's the defense on the barrages?
The barrages are, one barrage.
There's
We have
two of them.
two barrages, you're right. 5 each, and the Imperial Fist is 4.
So at least we don't have all the big shit. The only big shit we have out is the sword. So that makes it a
Right.
little more doable.
And then we're going to throw on, do you want the putty first or the 2 Quantrons first?
I'll throw out the Quantrons first.
Quantron's coming in first. That's going to be a Cyber Slash, which is also fast. Not that that matters. Another Cyber Slash, which is fast. That doesn't matter. And then a Cannon Fodder, which has guard.
That's what I was expecting. That's why I put the putty last.
Fair play. So we are here now. So the first thing that's going to happen is Mondo's Imperial Fist is going to resolve.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move some things up here out of the way first, because I need more room for all the hands to be out, because I haven't had all 4 Ranger hands out yet in this game.
Fair.
Okay, that's Andros. Here's Zach. These actions up here out of the way. This is Phantom Ranger. Well, we don't need Phantom Ranger. I can leave his over here, because we know what he has in his area, and I'll put out Billy here. All right. So we have our 2 energy in the pool. We have 3, right now 2 personal energy as well. So 4 energy among us plus Phantom's energy in reserve. And we're going to start off with Mondo's Imperial Fist resolving. It deals 4 damage. And the Ranger who suffers this damage must discard 1 random card from their hand.
Ooh.
So we got to decide who among us will be taking this damage.
I'm thinking Phantom's going to block half of that damage.
I mean, Phantom can use both his cards to block the whole thing if we don't want anybody to lose a card.
Does anyone else have defensive shit?
You have a smooth moves.
I do have a smooth moves. You want me to burn a smooth moves? I could do that.
Because I mean, it's up to you. If you burn a smooth moves, you do also buy us an energy.
I do.
And then if you do that, and then Phantom Bird's one of his, that mitigates the damage. We get an energy, and nobody loses a card. But then again, you're spending smooth moves, so you're losing a card, but you're intentionally knowing which one you're losing, and you're gaining as an energy in the
And
process.
I'm okay with that because I want shit in my discard anyway.
Right, for the other thing. Yep. All right, so we're going to do that then. Fair.
Are you okay with that,
So Zach will
Kage?
activate
Yeah, it's fine.
Smooth Moves, activates, mitigates 2 of the damage. We gain an additional energy, bringing our total to 5. From the Phantom Zone, the Phantom Ranger activates an invisible hero to reduce 2 additional damage, resulting in the Imperial Fist doing nothing.
And since it does nothing, no one has to discard, right?
Correct. So it will simply resolve, and now we can start figuring out how we're going to deal with this
What do the
guy.
barrages do?
Tyrant Barrage each deals 2 damage to each Ranger twice.
Oh, god damn. Okay, that's bad.
Well, we do have 5 energy, depending on how we wanted to use it. And if we wanted to pop all the Zords for other energy, I mean, we could use the 5 we have right now and just Blade Blast the first one in the face and just wipe it out right now. But that would use all of our energy in one shot.
Yeah.
How much energy does it? How much is it going to take to kill off the sword?
It depends on how much damage we deal to it. Right now, 10. It'll take 10 damage to kill it off. But the more damage we do to it, the lower. Just let me amend this. The more damage we do to it, the less damage it does to us.
Okay.
But it
We have
is
5 energy at the moment.
Yeah, and it is a 10 health card. So
we don't have any of the big stuff. That sucks.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, if worst comes to worst, if we only kill 2 or 3 of Mondo's cards, that still reduces it down, and then we just have to kill 2 or 3 of his cards in the second fight. Do keep in mind anything that we don't kill here has a possibility of spawning in the second fight. So if it comes down to it, knowing we're not going to kill everything, recommend focusing all attack on the Sword of Damocles so we don't have to deal with it twice.
Yeah, I'm thinking. So what was the thing that Billy got for putting a counter jab on top of his deck?
He got Mighty
What does that
Maces.
do?
It's a 3-dice attack.
That's it.
If it's drawn for defense, we gain an energy.
Okay.
Remember, Billy's whole shtick is top of the deck and defensive abilities.
Yeah. And we currently have 5 energy?
That is correct.
And we can gain another 4 through
Zords.
Zords.
Yeah, I'm just debating.
But do we remember we have to fight 2 battles and we can only use each sword once amongst those 2 battles.
Yep. I'm halfway tempted to tell you to drill break that first barrage.
I could do that. There's a possibility I could kill it, but it's far from a guarantee.
I mean, either that or I could spend an energy and reckless blow it. And discard a card to get an extra 2 dice to try to kill it.
You could do that as well. And depending on what you discard, if it happens to be the axe, Billy could knowledge is power, it gain us an energy and put the axe in your hand. No, wait, that only works if it's in the deck, doesn't it? Never mind.
Could Triceratops into my hand.
You can Triceratops it to the top of your deck.
Yeah.
Not into your hand, unfortunately. I also have a Let's Rocket, so I can potentially buy us additional energy with that.
Yeah, hang on a sec. Knowledge is power allows me to search the deck and add it to my hand.
Correct. That's what I said. So if it was in your discard, that would not help.
No.
I was wrong.
I mean, my reckless attack and your drill breaker is pretty much the same attack basically. I'm just thinking just because it's got 5 defense, we're gonna need to do something with some.
Yes, except that it's paying an energy to do it versus paying a card.
Yeah. Well, I'm still paying an energy. It costs an energy to use the reckless attack.
Oh, okay,
So mine actually
fair.
has a steeper
So
cost.
in your case, yeah, it's an energy and a card versus mine, which is just the energy.
Which, if you wanted to kill the barrage, you would have to pay the energy because you can't do more than 4 damage on 2 dice.
Obviously,
So,
yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking, actually, more I'm looking at it, the drill breaker might be the best bet. Unless you can think of anything else.
I don't know. Kurama's walked away for a
He
moment.
has.
I mean, I'm only going to do that if we think that that's the best option. I'll go for it. Kurama went to get a sandwich. Fair enough.
We can wait for him to come back. Let me see
Oh,
what's in his head.
oh no, that's not a sandwich. That looks like an ice cream bar.
Whatever it is, it's in his beard.
Oh, it's an ice cream sandwich.
It's in your beard.
Ah, nice.
On the left-hand side. There you go.
No.
Yeah, because he doesn't have anything of power, so it's either going to be you or me, or we're going to burn everything to shoot it, which I think is not the wisest use of our energy right now.
Mm-hmm. By the way, do keep one thing in mind. If we don't do something about it, when that Sword of Damocles resolves, that's if it's not hurt, that's 10 damage to each ranger.
Oh, it's going to be hurt.
Could always blade blast it, and then I've got a counter jab on the top of my deck.
I mean, if you want to just try to take the barrages, we can just focus the sword. But that barrages, that's going to hurt.
That's going to be 4 that's going to be the equivalent of 4 damage to each
Twice.
ranger. But we'll have to do it in segments. Oh no, 2 damage twice, total of 4.
But there's 2 barrages.
Right. I'm just saying, it's potentially survivable.
Because if you use the drill breaker, and I use the reckless on the next one, we could kill the Sword of Damocles, but we would have to take both the barrages. So the question is, what is our primary concern? Is it the sword, or is it not taking the damage from the barrages?
Well, I mean, right now it's a choice, but it's a choice between each ranger taking 8 damage and each ranger taking 10 damage.
Right, but we'll still have a turn to attack the sword before it hits, so it's gonna do less than 10, because we're gonna hit it at least once.
Mm-hmm. True that.
And I mean, if we really have to, we can burn all the Zords and just have Kurama shoot the sword in the face. If worse comes to worse.
True. That is true. Or you could shoot it in the face. You've got a Blade Blaster
Or
too.
me. Also, here's another thing. By the time we get to that point, if I use Reckless, I will be able to actually use my Mammoth Slam and do 3 dice worth of attack to the sword, because I will have more than 4 cards in my discard.
That is true. You currently have 3.
Actually, if I actually heal something with... Ooh, you know what I should... Yeah. Okay, if we're going to do that, I want you to do... I want you to be the first one to attack if we're going to do this with the Mega Drill, because if I can kill the second barrage, I can turn around and kick Mondo in the face, because I'm Zack.
True.
That's probably our best bet.
Alright. Just keep it in mind, if you're attacking that second barrage, you need a guard ignoring ability. Andros can do it for somebody once, but other than that...
Yes.
It would have to be one of Andros' attack that specifically allow it.
Right. Well, let's be honest, we're not going to need it beyond that turn, because if I don't kill it, we're going to take that damage, and we're just going to ignore it and kill the sword anyway.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what are we doing?
I'm thinking Drill Breaker. What do you think, Kurama?
I think that's probably our go-to at the moment.
So we're using Drill Breaker on
On
what?
the barrage. Because we don't want to take that damage.
The first one? Very well. Drill Breaker, that's 2 dice, and if need be, which we will, we can spend an energy to do a second 2 dice attack.
You're going to need it.
Fair. Well, let's just do one roll at a time here. Let's take the game as we go. All right, 2 on the first attack.
Ugh. Okay.
So we need 3 on the second attack to kill it. Otherwise, it ain't gonna die.
No. This is bad.
This is bad. Okay. Oh, double snake eyes.
God
Nothing.
damn it.
That hurts a little bit.
I don't think we're beating Mondo.
Probably not, but you know what? That happens in a game sometimes. So Tyrant Barrage is going to resolve, and each of us has to take 2 damage twice.
Okay, well, Phantom can mitigate one of those, so who can't afford to take the 2 damage? If you want to mitigate that. We don't have to.
Mm-hmm. No. Billy's got 5 cards in his deck, so does Andros. You have 3 cards in your deck.
Oh, no. I may not be able to use... Oh, shit. I may not be able to use it. This is bad. I don't know if we have anything that can kill the second barrage now. Alright, I recommend he uses it to mitigate my damage, because I need to preserve as many cards as we can. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to pop Triceratops just to survive.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
So,
but again, which is fine, but just remember one key thing. We have 2 lives, which means up to 2 Rangers can die in this fight and be fully charged for the second fight. Should it
I know, but
I
need enough cards to discard one so I can use Reckless Attack on this next turn.
Which is fine. That's the other thing to note, by the way, if we get to a point... Oh, we can't do that because the Damocles hits everybody, so that wouldn't work anyway. All right.
Actually, because of this, I won't have to use Reckless Attack.
All right, what are we doing?
I still recommend mitigating my damage since I'm the one closest to death.
Okay, Invisible Hero will activate and mitigate 2 of your damage, so you'll take a second 2 damage.
Correct.
Your first card is Reckless Blow. That goes to the discard. Okay. Your second card is the Power Axe. It goes to the bottom.
I have 2 cards.
Yes.
Man, this is dicey.
And then, Billy, you're going to go ahead and take your stuff. So you're going to start off with 2, and then another 2. So that's a counter jab. That's 1. What would you like to hit for a damage?
The sword.
Good call.
Good choice. So 1 down, so the Sword of Damocles is down to 9. And that's 1, so that goes to the discard. And then your second card is Power Lance 3, goes to the bottom, so that's mitigated. Then you have to take another 2. And Tactical Strike is 2, goes to the discard. You have 3 cards left in your deck, Kage. And then I will take my damage. Start off with 2. Spiral Saber is 3, goes to the bottom. Mitigates that. Take the second 2. Mega Drill Breaker goes to the discard. I have 3 cards remaining in my deck.
Well, this is all going to come down to Jim's roll of the dice. If he fails this, we're all dead.
So, what are we doing?
Okay. We can activate Zords at any time, at any point, right?
That is correct.
I'm going to pull out Mammoth Slam and pray that Jim doesn't suck.
Okay.
Because now that I have shit in my grave, or in my discard, it does a lot of damage.
Well, it has 1 die, so it's a 3 dice attack.
Do you want me to do that, or do you want me to literally put my life on the line and Reckless Blow, adding 2 dice to make it a 4 dice attack?
Tough call.
You know what?
You're probably going to be better off being fully charged for the second battle.
You know what? I'm going to Reckless Blow. We need to make sure this thing dies. So I will
Okay.
spend an energy, and I will reckless blow for 4 dice. An energy and a card.
Okay. And you're going to use Andros' character ability to do that. That's our one use for this battle.
Correct.
Okay. Reckless blow. And you're going to discard the
Yes.
top card? Very well, then you have discarded the smooth moves. So your last card is the power axe. So you have a 3 shield card left in your deck.
Oh, we're burning everything, so the next fight we're having nothing, but...
Alright. So. Well, do remember, we only need one to trigger the fight next time, which means that we have one recover in the command center, so that person can recover, and then either Andros or Zach can recover, and then the other person can trigger the second battle.
I was talking about the swords.
So this is a 4... Right, this is a 4 dice attack now? Alright, 4 dice attack on that Tyrant Barrage, which has 5. Let's hope this does not suck. Oh, only 2.
Out of 4 dice?
Yeah, 2 of them are 1 and 2 of them are 0.
Oh my god.
Hey, you don't like my dice rolls? Open your wallet and buy the damn game and roll your own
I'm not
dice.
gonna pay
Stop being a
$200 just
cheapskate.
for a set of dice.
No one said you need to. Pay $90 and buy the base game. That comes to the dice. That's all you need.
Okay, I'm gonna exhaust the Triceratops to try to not die to the tyrant, to the sword.
Is that okay with you, Billy?
Yeah, it's fine.
So, any ranger can choose up to 2 cards from their discard and return them to the top of their deck in any
Anything
order.
with 3 shields.
You have the Sweeping Strike is the only 3 shield one in your discard.
Okay, what do I have at 2?
2 smooth moves and Mammoth Slam.
Okay. Let's bring back the Mammoth Slam.
Okay, and which order do you want to put these?
What's the 3 shield card?
Sweeping
Throw
Strike.
that on top.
Very well. So you have 3, 2, and 3 in your deck, as we know right now. All right. So the second Tyrant Barrage will resolve, and that deals 2 damage to each ranger twice again. So Zach's going to go ahead and draw. It's the Sweeping Strike 3, which mitigates the first 2, and then the Mammoth Slam goes back to the discard, mitigating the other. So you have 2, 3 shield cards left in your deck. And then Billy's going to have to take the damage. Let's see. That card. So Billy's going to start off with the Mighty Maces is 3, goes to the bottom, mitigates the first 2. And the second 2, Tactical Strike is 2, goes to the discard. Billy has 2 cards left. Andros takes the first 2. That's a Let's Rock It, goes to the discard, mitigates 1. Telekinesis is 3, goes to the bottom and mitigates it. The second 2, Spiral Sabers 3, goes to the bottom, mitigated. The next card is the Sword of Damocles. It is currently going to deal 9 damage to each of us if we don't do something.
How much energy do we have?
How much? Yeah.
Right now, well, we popped the target as 1, so right now 5. So we can knock that down to only doing 4 damage to each of us.
So we have 5 if we pop the Zords.
No, 5 without, because we already used one of them,
used
didn't we?
one.
Which one?
Reckless.
I mean, you used Triceratops, but besides that, did we use one of the other ones?
No, I only used that sword.
Somewhere along the way, we gained another energy.
Yeah, it was from popping one of your cards.
I don't have any cards to do that.
Oh, it was from my smooth moves. I popped smooth moves.
Oh, that's right. Yes, okay. So yeah, we have 5 energy right now, and we have not used any of the energy generating Zords.
That's maneuver, so that's not going to help. Shit.
Yeah, because Mega V1 triggers at a reaction or maneuver, whereas Artillotron triggers at an attack.
I mean,
so we definitely want to go, I think, pterodactyl.
for what?
He's trying to maximize the energy output to kill the sword. Because if we end the pterodactyl, that makes it 7 damage. We can hit that thing.
We can hit it for up to 8
which will knock
with the Artillotron.
Yeah, Artillotron, gain 1 energy and ignore guard.
Which doesn't matter right now. But yeah, we could hit it for 8, which would, when it resolves, it would only hit us each for 1 damage if we did that.
And we shouldn't lose anything, I think, with what we've got left.
We
in
have
our
the
decks.
potential to outright kill
Yeah.
it. Again, we have
How?
to trust in the power of Jim's rolls. You have a Let's Rocket in your hand, Jim.
True.
So we could pull the same maneuver we did last time.
And pray.
Yes, and that would give Andros a card back for defensive purposes, which is not a bad thing. We just have to see how much I roll, and therefore how much energy we gain.
We only need
but
1
also
extra energy, so you only have to roll a 2 for it to work.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a bigger cushion than you did last time.
True.
If you want to try to kill it, that's our best bet. Just to burn everything to try to kill it.
No, I think that's where we need to go right now, just to fuck it off.
Because those Cyber Slashes are going to fuck us over anyway, but...
Yeah, so if we kill the Sword of Damocles, we then only have to kill 1 more of Mondo's cards, 2 of which are down to 3. And if we manage to at least do that, then we will be at a point where we just have to wipe him in the second battle in order to win. If we can manage to kill both of those cards that are down at 3 with our remaining attacks while we're just dealing with whatever the Quantrons are throwing at us, then...
Well, we can't.
We have
the second barrage we're not touching because it's being guarded by cannon fodder. Well, actually, you could shoot it. You could attack it because you have things that ignore guard. You could just pierce its defense, just kill it.
Yeah, but pierce defenses lets the next...
You could Astral Blast,
allows
right?
for ignoring of... Yes, that would apply. So we could kill those 2 things, and then we only need to beat 3 cards in the second Mondo fight to
but
beat him.
we don't have any energy, so you can't Astral Blast it. So that one might not die, but we could kill the first one. That's not that hard.
Well, I can Astral Blast it to ignore guard. It just won't add any damage.
How much damage does Astral Blaster do?
1 for each energy spent to play.
You have no energy, so you'll be doing no damage.
But I can still add the ignore guard part.
Oh, I see. Yeah, right. It's a reaction. Yeah, you could do that. In the meantime, 3-5-5. Let's rock it.
So we're going to go with the Let's Rocket. All right, spending 1 energy for Let's Rocket. That requires a roll of 2 dice, and we gain energy equal to the damage results. We need at least 2. If we get 1, we break even. If we get at least 2, then we have additional. We hit the God roll again.
Holy
4.
shit! Okay.
So
That's
7, so we're up to 11.
So that's straight 8 damage right there.
I know we have 8 right now before tapping any Zords.
So really all you have to do is tap Artillotron and you can just outright shoot the sword.
Yeah.
What else does Artillotron do?
But then if...
it lets you ignore guard, which doesn't matter right now.
Actually, if we're going to tap anything, tap the Pterodactyl, because we can use Artillotron to attack the other barrage that's going to be guarded still anyway.
Let's Rock It goes back to the top of my deck. Let's remember that.
I recommend tapping the Pterodactyl. We'll get an extra energy in the pool, which could be used, which will be nice. Which then you can use your Astral Blaster to pump more damage if we need it.
Would you use Mega V1 because he's just used a maneuver?
Oh, you could.
I could, but we'd lose the part that says place the card on the bottom of the deck instead of discarding it, because my card automatically goes to the top of my deck instead of discarding it.
So his card doesn't need it. He doesn't lose it anyway.
Yeah. So the secondary effect, we'd be throwing away the secondary effect, which could be helpful later.
So we've got 8 at the moment. We tap 1, 2. Do we want to use Pterodactyl to put an extra 2 damage on something, or do we just want to save the energy for
I say tap the
something
pterodactyl.
else?
Well, if we tap Pterodactyl and use
Yeah.
one of them, then we could kill the sword off right now and not take the damage. Then we just have to deal with the damage coming from the Quantrons, and we have 1 energy left for somebody to, like, for example, Jeff could use a sweeping strike, which would also deal a damage to an adjacent card. So he could try to attack one of the, finish off one of the barrages and deal extra damage to another, and then we just need to deal 2 damage to the last barrage to kill it.
I have a plan to deal with the Quantrons.
You have a counter jab, which would automatically deal 1, and you only need to roll 1 on the die to kill it.
So
Yeah. All right, so we'll
Pterodactyl.
use Blade Blaster. Pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl has 2 additional energy, so that's 6. That's 8.
10 energy.
So we have 10 energy right
Pump
now.
9 into the Blade Blaster.
So
Nice.
would Billy or Andros like to use their personal energy for this?
Oh.
I'll use mine.
Because
I'm
he's the one
attacking,
shooting.
so-
That makes sense.
Fair enough. So therefore, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. That's 9 damage, and you're going to just shoot the Sword of Damocles?
Yep.
Mondo, this is for
Very
fucking
well.
up my cellular structure.
Pretty much. So Blade Blaster, Sword of Damocles will be defeated.
Blammo.
1 Mondo card down. We are now out. We have burned all energy except for Andros' singular personal energy.
Right.
So, with that done, the dead Sword of Damocles will resolve, and we now have another turn.
And here's my plan to deal with those fucking Quantrons.
All right.
Phantom Ranger decloaks.
Ooh.
Hi! Learn how to count your Rangers. Guess what? I'm a fresh Ranger. I have all the defense in the fucking world.
All right, and what are you going to do with this?
This is how they were able to defend against all your blasts, Mondo. Ha-ha!
And what are you going to do with the Phantom Ranger when you do this?
Oh, well, he's going to tank, because none of us have any defense. That was kind of my plan.
Okay.
And he has attacks. I mean, he could, like, shoot something. He literally has an attack that ignores guards, so...
Yes, that's true. He could ignore guard with that. That being said, if we were able to get Andros to hit something with Pierce defenses first before we did that, then he could use Spectre Barrage, which is 3 dice, and he can deal any amount of damage from an attack to adjacent targets. So he can split the 3 dice among all the Quantrons. And if we did that, then that would be functional. And technically, if we wanted to, so we can't do that.
I was just thinking.
Because I can Astro Blaster that to ignore guard right now if we want to try that, but we wouldn't be able to pump any additional into it because we don't have any.
Well, I was thinking
energy.
Phantom would just Spectre Barrage a cannon fire and shoot the barrage with it to kill it, because it allows you to ignore guard or not ignore guard, but hit what the guard is guarding. That's literally what Spectre Barrage does.
Yes.
I was thinking he would do that. And it's 3 dice, so unless you roll suckily, it's probably going to kill that barrage.
So basically, what's going to happen is we're going to target the cannon fodder, and then we can fob damage off onto the barrage and the cyber slash.
Right. Or just did it allow you to split the damage?
Spectre Barrage, yes. If the target of this attack has guard, so if you would target the cannon fodder that has guard, you can deal any amount of damage from the attack to an enemy card adjacent to the target.
To an enemy, not all enemies. So you can only do it to one. So it would all go to the barrage.
Right, so if you attack the cannon fodder, you can shunt all the damage over to the barrage instead, ignoring the guard.
Right, which is the plan to get rid of that barrage. And,
right, so we're
and
going to do
then
that.
he'll absorb the cyber slash, I guess. Unless someone else wants to absorb it. Because cyber slash is the next to resolve.
Well, the other thing with the cyber slash is we can avoid the damage if we discard cards. Keep that in mind. Because the deal is deal 3 damage unless a ranger discards a card to prevent it. So if we have crap in our hands we don't think we're going to use, we could mitigate that damage.
It only hits one, right? Or does it hit us all?
No, it just deals 3
Okay,
damage.
well, it ain't gonna
so
be me because I
one
got
card
shit.
per
I
each.
literally have nothing, so.
Yeah, 1 card per each of those can prevent it. So if any one ranger discards a card to prevent each of those,
Yeah. Well,
we don't have to take that damage if we
what
don't
do I
want
have
to.
left in my hand?
Sweeping Strike, Mammoth Slam, Blade Blaster.
Okay. Yeah, I recommend Phantom Ranger start taking pot shots. What do you guys think?
I'm okay with that. What do you think, Kurama?
Yeah, I think it'll be alright.
Plus, that gives us Phantom Ranger's additional energy, don't forget.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
now. Oh, he could just use his own
So-
energy to do it. That would work too.
Yeah, so Phantom Ranger will warp into the fight. Shoot. And then we're going to go ahead and have him, you want to just use his energy for the Spectre
Sure.
Barrage? Very well. Phantom Ranger spends his personal energy to use a Spectral Barrage, targeting the cannon fodder. And any damage from it can be shunted up to the up to the barrage up there, the Tyrant, the barrage right above it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got 3 on that, so we can kill that barrage. So we're shunting up. This barrage is dead. 2 Mondo cards down. As of right now, we need to kill 4 more between this battle and the next to defeat His Majesty.
So Phantom Ranger is Jesse McCree.
It's high.
He just fan hammers. Pow, 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 pow.
So next, the Cyber Slash is going to resolve.
Right.
Would somebody like to discard a card to prevent it?
Who has the most cards in
Or
there?
are we just going to let Phantom take it? Right now, that would be Billy. He's got 4 cards. He has 2 Knowledge's Powers, a Counter Jab, and a Mighty Maces.
Yeah, I'll get rid of a Knowledge's Power.
Damage is thereby prevented. We now have another attack.
All right. Who still has actions? Is it just you and me, Jim?
Yes, and we have 1 recover action in the command center.
Okay. So the question is, do we want to try to kill another Mondo card, or do we want to try to prevent the Cyber Slash from attacking again?
Well, like I said, the Cyber Slash, again, I think we can still prevent because we have things that
We can just
are
toss.
not of immediate use at the moment.
Okay.
And then we could see how it goes in the second fight because we can mitigate that, so we could choose to do that.
Does Cannon Fodder do damage?
I think it's more important. Cannon Fodder deals 2
That's not
damage.
bad. Okay. Well, if that's the case,
not at all.
I recommend me pulling out Mammoth Slam and going for it.
Yeah, you definitely have plenty of cards. So, all right, So do you want to throw that at the one that's
Yep,
already hurt?
3
I
dice.
assume.
Try it again.
Very well, 3 dice Mammoth Slam. Well, 3 dice Mammoth Slam. So we need 3 damage among these 3 dice to kill this thing.
Snake Eyes.
Don't say that.
Whoa! That card fell off the table. Okay, well, I'm going to count that because that's 3.
Okay. I'm going to turn around and kick the fist in the fist.
You didn't already use that this battle?
Nope, because I haven't killed a fucking thing yet. This is the first thing I've killed this battle.
Very well. Then we will deal 1 damage to the Imperial Fist. Boop. It's down to 3. The Cyber Slash will resolve. Who would like to throw something away? Billy and Andros both have 3 cards, so.
Do I just throw my other Knowledge's
No,
Power?
keep that. I
Keep
recommend... what do you have, Jim? Do you have anything you could afford to toss?
I have the Astro Blaster and 2 Pierce Defenses.
You could probably toss a Pierce Defenses, I would imagine.
I was leaning in that direction. All right, Andros will discard a Pierce Defenses in order to allow that to not hit us. So we now have 1 remaining turn.
Yep.
The cannon fodder will only deal 2 damage, so that really won't hurt anybody if we let it resolve. So we could try to deal 3 more damage to the last Mondo card. That would result in us only needing to kill 2 Mondo cards in the next fight and survive.
Yeah.
We have 1 energy
Yes.
left.
Correct. Andros has a personal energy remaining.
Do you want to use Mighty Maces, or have you got something to attack
You
it
still
with?
have Mighty Maces. That's probably the best thing to use.
Yeah, that's probably the best option if you bust out the Mighty Maces on that thing, because that'll hit him for...
It's 3 dice, so...
Yeah, that's probably the best option.
Yeah, we'll go with Mighty Maces. We'll use that last energy.
Very well. Last, Andros will shunt it to the shared pool, and it will then be spent for Billy to use Mighty Maces on the Imperial Fist. So again, 3 dice, and we need to deal 3 damage for a defeat. If we do not defeat it, we do have 1 more chance, and Andros could pierce defenses it to finish it off if need be. That is 3. It is dead. I did not expect us to do that. That was kind of incredible.
Yeah, but now we've got like fucking nothing for the next round.
That's true, but 2 Rangers can recover before the next fight, so we have that.
All right, who's taking the 2 damage?
Mighty Maces goes away. Let's see here. How about the Phantom Ranger, because he's got cards.
Yep.
Sounds fair to me.
So it's a Wraith Strike. It's 2, goes to the discard, and that is mitigated. And we have 1 more turn if we want to throw an attack at a Quantron.
No. What I would like to do is I would like Billy to use that last maneuver that he's got. That knowledge power.
The knowledge is power.
Because I have 2 cards in my deck, right?
Yes.
I'm pulling the axe.
Very well. We will spend 1 energy on that. No energy, but we gain an energy for doing it, so somebody can take a personal energy at the end of the fight.
Okay, so before we decide that, we need to decide who's going to recover, because whoever's going to recover won't need that energy. Now I'm thinking because I'm practically dead, I'm recovering.
Yeah, and also use Mega V1 for using the maneuver.
That works. So that gives us 2 energy then.
That gives us 2 energy, and it puts Knowledge's power at the bottom of the deck.
Yeah.
Which gives Billy a card back.
Right. So whoever isn't going to recover... Well, okay, obviously... Okay, we have an energy in the command center. Is that right? Or action?
Yes.
Okay. So, and then you and I both have actions.
Right. So either you or I can do a recovery, and then somebody else can recover with the one in the command center, and the remaining action that one of us has to be saved to trigger the last battle.
Right. How many cards do you have? In
Where?
your deck?
3.
And how many cards does Billy and Phantom have?
Billy has 3, Phantom has 4.
Oh, this is bad. Alright, well, I'm definitely recovering. The question is, am I going to use my action to do it? Do you think you need a recover?
I mean, Andros has 2 cards in his hand. I was probably going to maybe draw, depending on what I had to draw before that. So I was maybe draw 1 more just to have something else.
Everyone is low on cards in their hand.
Yeah.
Because whether you need a recovery or not, that dictates whether I use my action or the command center's action to recover.
So we're just abandoning Billy. Fair enough.
Well, no, because if you don't need the recovery, then I will use my action to recover, and then Billy can use the command center.
Well, then how are you defining need a recovery?
Because if you need to recover, and I know I need to recover, then that means you're going to use your action, I'm going to use the command center's action, Billy doesn't get a recovery because I can't use my action to recover, because I have to be the one to initiate the fight. That's what I'm saying. Do you need a recovery? Like I said,
you tell me. You know what I have.
How many cards does Billy have in his hand?
One.
Oh, Billy needs to recover more than that because he's got 3 cards in the deck. Do you think you can go without a recovery, Jim?
I can try, just be aware I'm probably going to draw one more for the fight and only have 2 in the deck. That being said, we have 2 lives. 2 Rangers could sacrifice their lives in this fight and we could still win.
True.
So if it comes down to it, if there's big damage cards and they're ones that don't target everybody, then 2 Rangers, Andros probably being one of them, can sacrifice their lives for the battle.
Well, if we're going to go sacrificial route, would it not be better for Andros to be the one to do the recovery, since Billy is so close to death anyway?
That is a true. I mean, the only difference is Billy has less cards in his hand, but yes, and only by 1. The only difference is that Andros has 1 extra card in his hand. Other than that, we have the exact same situation.
What do you think, Kage?
I can always probably sacrifice myself. Like, I can draw 2, have the 3 in my hand, 1 in the deck, and just try and do something that first turn or second turn, and just end up dying. So, because I know I've got Power Lance in there somewhere, I think, and I know it's not on the bottom. So, if I take the 2 cards, I'll have Power Lance in my hand.
We won't have the energy to use it.
Because what have we got? We've got 2, and we've still got a Tillatron to use.
But I just pulled Power. I got Power X back with your ability.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if we're gonna do that, then that means I say Billy and Phantom get the energy, since Andros and Zach are going to get energy back from doing recoveries anyway. That's why I was asking who's going to get the recovery, because who's going to get the recoveries gets energy back. The other 2 go to the other Rangers. We walk in with full energy into the fight.
That's fair. Makes sense to me.
So are you okay with being the sacrificial lamb, Kage?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. So we have full energy.
We'll go for it.
Or we will once we recover.
Yes, correct.
And the only Zords we have left are what, the Artillatron?
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah, I guess that's it. Because we just used the Mega Thief.
Just the Artillatron, yeah.
Yeah, so we've got 2 energy in the pool, and then we've got a Tillatron to use.
Bad thing is, I think the big shit's coming out, so...
Well, we already dealt with the biggest shit, because that was the...
But I mean, of what he has left, it's going to be the higher of the defensive stuff. We're going to have to do a lot of damage to win this.
Then it's a good thing you still have a Blade Blaster up.
Fuck that. That's why I pulled the axe.
That too.
Of course, depending on what's pulled, it might behoove us to send Billy literally on a kamikaze run with the lance.
Also a possibility.
And we'll see. Who knows? It might be all moot, and you might draw the Spiral Saber.
Maybe.
All right. So, recovery. I will use the last remaining command center action to recover my ass because I'm almost dead.
Okay. Zach will conduct a recovery with the command center action. What would you like to recover?
As many things as possible.
Well, take your pick. You've got 2 smooth moves, 2 reckless blows, and 2 mammoth slams.
Okay, how many shields is the mammoth slam?
The reckless blows are 1, everything else is 2.
I will take a mammoth slam.
Mm-hmm.
I will take a smooth moves. That's 4, right?
And
I will take 2 alpha cards.
Ooh. Interesting decision. So it puts 3 cards in your deck.
You see what I purposefully did, right?
What did you purposefully
Count the
did?
cards in my discard. Realize what I took
I see what you
back.
did. Yep, okay. But how is that going to do anything?
I need at least 4 in the discard to get that extra die of damage with smooth moves, or with a Mammoth Slam in case I need it, in case I draw it.
Oh, I see. Okay,
It's
fair.
giving me maximum damage potential from the start of the fight, is what I'm doing.
Very well. Then you will get 2 alpha cards.
Yes.
Your alpha cards are Go. Costs 1 energy. Play this card before a ranger performs an attack to add 2 dice to that attack.
Oh, damn! Okay.
And your second is the aforementioned recovery protocol to allow a ranger who plays a card to return it to their hand instead of discarding it.
No energy?
1 energy.
Okay. Well, we're going in with max energy anyway, so...
So who was keeping the energy from that fight, by the way?
Well, everyone's going to have their energy back. That's how I set it up. So we're going in with full energy.
How do you figure?
Because I'm recovering, so I'm getting my energy back. You're recovering, so you're getting your energy back, and then the other two get the remaining energy. So we're walking in with full energy.
There's only 1 remaining energy.
There's 2, because he popped the Mega V1, which gives us an energy.
Oh, okay.
So we had 2. So we're walking in full energy into this fight. This is all or nothing.
Okay.
So send me my hand.
Yep.
Or actually, no, you don't have to send me my hand because I have to draw yet. Never mind. So I have how many cards in the hand?
You have 5. You can't draw.
Shit! Oh, well. Okay. It's all or nothing. Let's go. Send me my hand. And hey, if Billy survives, I can just have, if we need to, I can have him use, or if we know he's going to bite it, I can just have him use the other maneuver.
What maneuver?
Or did he not have the, oh, he doesn't have the second one. Never mind. He discarded it.
He's the only card in his hand is a counter
Okay.
jab.
Actually, interestingly,
Since I noticed here that she's watching. Hi, Risa.
was she watching? Hi, Risa. I can have Billy activate the Billy
Risa's
effect,
watching.
and I can just, because doesn't that swap a card?
And to answer your question, Risa, the gentleman with the beard hanging out with me and Jeff is Kurama. He is the owner of Rangervision.
Say hi, boss man.
Oh,
Yeah. Risa is our X-Pound, a friend of mine and our X-Pound compatriot. She has, she was in the X-Pound Wrestling Fantasy League before that kind of bit the dust accidentally.
Well, I could always have Kurama over there pop the Billy ability, and I could swap Sweeping Strike for something.
That is a valid option, yes.
All right.
okay, so the abilities have reset. Then
Yeah, it's once
for
per
this.
fight.
Yes, most of the character abilities are once per
So
fight.
you need to do your recovery.
Not counting Phantom Rangers because that requires a move action, and that won't help us
Right,
anyway.
you need to do your recovery, Jim.
Yep, okay, so Andros will do a recovery with his action.
You might want to take a page
Ah,
out
what
of
do I
my
got?
book and get some alpha shit into your hand.
I could do that. So right now in my discard, I have the 2 Mega Drill Breakers, a Pierce Defenses, a Let's Rocket, and a Telekinesis.
Well, you're definitely taking at least 1 Mega Drill Breaker back, because that thing is so good.
Okay, we'll take a Mega Drill Breaker back. That's 2. And then if we wanted to, I could take... Basically, I can either take the, one of the, either the other Mega Drill Breaker or the Pierce Defenses and take 2 Alpha cards, or I could take either the Mega Drill Breaker or the Pierce Defenses, plus the Let's Rocket, and 1 Alpha card.
How many cards do you have in your hand?
2.
I'm actually, this is going to sound crazy. I'm tempted to say take Telekinesis back and 1 Alpha card.
So Drill Breaker, Telekinesis, and an Alpha card?
Because doesn't Telekinesis allow you to literally take any card out of anyone's discard pile and put it in their hand?
Yes, but it only works at the start of the battle.
Yes. And everyone is walking in with a discard pile.
Yes, but that's assuming I draw it.
That is assuming you draw it.
But the other one is already in the deck, so there's a 2 out of 5
Yeah, it
chance.
just means there's a higher chance you'll get it, which could be good for us, especially if you draw both.
And if not, there are 3 shield defense cards. So
I say, you know what? This is
All
the one time in the entire game I'd be like, do it, bring it back. It could be useful.
all right, we'll do the telekinesis. We'll shuffle up my deck here a little bit, and I will take 1 alpha card from the alpha deck, and we'll see what I end up with. Drawing 1 alpha card. Well, that is kind of useless.
Oh, what did you pick up?
I picked up teleport.
See, I told you it existed.
3 energy, move 1 ranger from another location to this
Told you it
location.
existed.
Which does not help us because it costs 3 energy and we're already
Yes.
here. So that is a completely useless
Oh, well.
card.
But if you're forced to discard a card, you have fodder.
That's true. You are not wrong. All right. So that is all done. Recoveries are done. So is this what we're going in with? 2 Phantom cards, Andros with 2 and a teleport, Zach with 3 and 2 alpha cards, and Billy with 1.
Yep, and then y'all are going to have to draw when we start the fight here.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay. So then shall we start the fight?
Suck. Yeah.
Zach triggers the battle.
Oh!
Billy, you have 3 cards in your deck. What would you like to draw?
Draw 2.
Ooh.
Very
Living
well.
dangerously going down to 1 card.
You draw the Power Lance and the Mighty Maces.
Huh.
That means you do not have any 3 shield defense in your deck. You are very weak right now, Billy.
Yeah, it's a... What is it?
Cross jab.
No.
It might be the counter jab. I don't know.
No, it's knowledge is power.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because that one in the back. Okay. Anyway.
Send him his hand.
So then Andros currently has 5 cards. Do you think I should draw 1 or 2?
This is the final fight. I would just go all out. If you can afford it.
All right. So the first one is Let's Rock It.
That'll be useful.
And the second one is the Spiral
Oh,
Saber.
god damn! We have all our power weapons!
Yeah, we will have nowhere near enough energy to use them.
I don't know! You just drew Let's Rock It, dude!
True, but you're really going to trust 3 times we get the God roll on that?
Anyway.
Okay. So there we are. And then Phantom Ranger also has 4 cards. So what do we think we want to do with
He has
Phantom?
4 in his hand or deck? How many does he have in his hand?
2 in his hand, 4 in his deck.
1.
You think 1 for Phantom?
Well, we can draw it and see what it is and then decide if we want another
That's
one.
true.
That's
yeah, okay, let's draw 1, see what does he have in his hand?
A Phantom Laser and a Spectre
Oh,
Barrage.
yeah, draw something. He needs something that doesn't require energy.
He doesn't have much that does in the deck overall.
Yeah.
He will draw another Phantom Laser.
What do you think, Kage?
Do you want to draw one more and leave him at 2?
Yeah.
Very well. Wraith Strike.
There
that's a
you
0
go.
energy
That's what I
attack.
was looking for.
Yeah.
So, we do need to keep in mind here, we only need to kill 2 Mondo cards. Anything else in the fight, we just have to survive. If we can kill 2 Mondo cards, it's just hunker down and survive till the end of the fight. And 2 Rangers can die without us losing. So we can let 2 Rangers die as long as the other 2 Rangers survive the fight, we're okay.
Yep. Why do you think I pulled out the axe?
So we just need to decide which 2 we're going to attack.
Well, let's see what we get.
Right,
first.
once we see what they are.
Send all the hands first so we know what our arsenal is.
Yes, and we do still have our Teletron in the tank.
Yeah, and you sent me mine already, so.
Mm-hmm.
Ay, 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 ay.
A Billy hand. And there's all the hands. So, shall we see what Mondo has to offer?
Yes.
All right. So we will start off with a Thunder Wave that has 6 and guard. We've got Machine King that has 6. That's a fast and has passive. We've got another Thunder Wave which has guard, so they cancel each other out right now.
How much are the Thunder
And
Waves?
the last card is 6 each.
God damn. Okay.
And the last card is another Imperial Fist which has fast and goes to the beginning.
That fist is gonna
So
suck.
just to run. So we got the fist there. Deal 4 damage, and the ranger who takes it has to discard 1 random card from their hand. The second one is called Machine King. It's a passive card, so it doesn't deal any damage. But while Machine King is in play, each time a ranger rolls dice for an attack, remove 1 die from that attack and place a hit token on this card. So basically, anytime you conduct an attack, you lose a die, and it deals automatically 1 damage to Machine King.
That sucks because it's guarded too. Shit.
It does, but if we focus on other things, yes, the attacks on them will be weaker, but Machine King will start dying in the process, and we only need to kill 2 cards.
Yeah, but that means it's useless to try to use any attacks that hit multiple targets while Machine King is active. Because all that damage will be cut in half and shunted to the Machine King.
Depends on what you're using. It only applies to rolls dice. If you're using, say, a Power Blaster, it don't do a damn thing.
That's true.
And the 2 Thunder Waves are both guard. They're canceling each other out, which means the only thing guarded right now is Machine King.
Yeah.
And the Thunder Waves deal 4 damage to each ranger.
Yeah, because like, let's say if I was to use the axe, both the axe's damage and its cleave damage would all be cut in half and shunted to the Machine King. Now, we have Andros, we could just focus the Machine King down right off the bat.
We could do that.
If we attack Machine King, does it take the full damage, or does it cut its own taken damage by half?
Each time a ranger rolls dice for an attack. So basically, if you attack the Machine King, consider one of the dice to automatically be a 1, is what that amounts to.
1 or all the dice? Because I thought you said... Read it again? I'm confused.
Anytime you roll dice for an attack, remove a die and deal 1 damage to that card.
Okay, so yeah,
so if you're attacking that card, you're basically just considering one of the dice to be an automatic 1.
Right.
So yeah, given that Andros can ignore guard on that, it will probably behoove us to hit the Machine King, and the Imperial Fist only has 4, so that would be the other quick thing to kill. And then we would just have to survive the Thunder Waves, and also we still have a Putty and 2 Quantrons. So in what order would we like to put those out?
I don't think it really matters. I'm going to say the 2 Quantrons first, because if either of the Putties happen to be guard, it doesn't do anything.
Fair play.
Yeah.
The one above it is guard, so yeah, we'll only guard the other Quantron.
And then the Putty, but you're Andros.
No, the Quantron.
Well, it depends on which one is guard, if either one is, but yeah.
Well, yes. Anyway. So we're doing 2 Quantrons and then the Putty?
Yeah, it's only 1 Putty. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you good with that, Kurama?
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright, Quantron number 1, priority target.
Mm-hmm.
Quantron 2, Q-Blades.
Oh, God! We're gonna have to survive that? Oh.
And Putty, Swarm Attack.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
That's currently going to deal 4 damage.
Oh, no. I don't know if we can survive that. That's a lot to... Look at that. Oh, Lord.
Let's do what we can do.
We need to get rid of Machine King.
Obviously.
But first, someone is getting punched in the face. Who's getting punched in the face?
Who's got the most left in their deck?
It's discard from the hand, not the deck.
Oh, it's discard. What's the?
If
to
it
take-
has to be discarded from the hand, I say Andros because he has the useless card in his hand.
That's true.
Yeah.
So we'll
But
do that.
do you have
So-
enough cards in the deck to take the damage? That's the question.
Well, it's 4 damage, and I've got 3 cards, so yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's probably
And-
what I would do.
Because remember, 2 of the cards in this deck are 3 shield telekinesis.
Yeah.
So I think we'll be okay. All right, so Andros will take that damage. When you have to discard a random card from the hand, I don't get to choose it.
Okay. Well, this is
So
bad.
I have to shuffle my hand and then discard a random card.
Oh, this could be bad. If you lose a saber, we're kind of screwed.
We'll see.
So we got 4
Oh
energy.
man, I'm relying on a lot of your hand. This is bad.
No, we have Kage. We have our personal energy and 2 pool. We have 6 energy total among us right now.
Okay.
All right. Somebody pick a number from 1 through 5 for me.
Kage.
3.
Going with the middle card, Astro Blaster.
I was counting on that. Oh,
Never
well.
count on any one card.
That hurts.
All right, so that is resolved. Now we have a turn.
Okay. Well, the fact that Machine King is out there, that kind of changes what I was planning on doing, but honestly, well, how much is yours? Yours is also 4. I'm thinking Spiral Saber. What do you guys think?
You may ignore the guard keyword. Deal 2 damage. And then you've also got Spectre Barrage.
I'm thinking the Spiral Saber just because you get that 4 dice worth of damage plus
Well, it'll
the
be
cleave.
it'll be 3 because of the ability.
Well, 3 plus 1. It'll still do 1 damage.
Yeah.
And then plus he's got the cleave with it, so I think in one
So we
shot
want that-
that'll do pass with the potential to do the most damage. It also has the potential
Yeah.
to outright destroy the Machine King.
Yeah, I think we go for that.
What are we doing?
Just to start.
Spiral Saber.
That's going to end up being a 3 dice attack, remember?
4,
Yeah.
isn't it? Doesn't just reduce 1 to like 1 damage.
Yeah, oh yeah, because we're attacking the Machine King itself. Yeah, so it'll be 1 damage plus 3.
Plus cleave.
So
Right,
does
but-
Machine King's ability only activate if you're specifically attacking him?
No, anytime, any attacks that occur while it's on the field.
Okay.
But if we kill it now, then it doesn't matter. Alright, so we're going to spend 2 pool energy and my personal, I guess?
Sure.
Okay. So 3 energy spent. We're going to do... So we got 1... We know there's going to be 1 damage to it already, so that's 1. And then we just need to... We need to deal 5 among these 3 dice in order to kill it.
Hmm.
And we have 2 cleave damage on adjacent targets, so we could hit 2 on either the next Thunder Wave or the Imperial Fist. Thunder Wave might be the better option, and then we gotta deal 4 to it, because that way we
Yeah.
can potentially stop the damage before it happens.
Yeah.
Alright, let's roll these 3 dice and see if luck is on our side for the power of the Spiral Saber. And we're using Andros' ability to... oh, wait,
You don't
we don't
have
have to use the ability, because Spiral Saber ignores guard by default,
Yeah.
so... Three snake eyes.
Oh shit! Are you serious?
I am dead serious. Worst possible roll.
Wow. Okay, we're dead. This is that's GG. We can't survive this.
We can survive this. Calm down. So it took the 1 damage already, and that's fine. And then we can still deal the 2 damage to the Imperial Fist if we want to do that.
I'd rather deal the shit. I'd rather
Or
deal the
I
damage
mean,
to
you
the
could hit the
Thunder
Thunder
Wave.
Wave, but then we would need 4 to kill the Thunder Wave. We'd only need 2 to kill the Fist, and then it's just survival.
We still need to kill something else. Nothing's dead.
Oh, right.
I mean,
I'm just saying, Imperial Fist would be easier to kill if you don't mind taking the damage.
that's a lot of damage. The only reason I don't want to attack the Fist is because that's already gone. It's irrelevant. If we can kill 2 of the other things and just focus on killing everything else to try to survive, that's our way out. If we go after the Fist, we're going to die because we're going to be taking all this damage and we're not surviving it.
Not necessarily. We'll see.
I would, yeah, I would put it on the Thunder Wave personally, but that's me.
What do you think, Kurama?
Which Thunder Wave would you want to put it on, though?
Well, it's adjacent, so it's got to be the one that's going to resolve if we don't destroy it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got to be the one next to it.
Because what is it? It'll knock it down to 4, and the other one's already on 4. How much damage do we take from the Thunder ones?
4 damage to each Ranger.
So it's basically going to kill off most of us.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
We got to take it twice. There's 2 Thunder Waves. If we knock that down to 4, we at least have a chance to not take that one.
I know.
We're not surviving 8 damage to each Ranger, Jim. The second one is guaranteed to kill us if we don't kill that first one.
Nothing is a guarantee, my friend. Have faith in the game.
No, you just rolled 3 Snake Eyes. I have 0 faith.
Yeah, but that's after, on 2 different occasions, rolling a perfect roll for the Let's Rock It. You can't have good luck all the time.
True.
Take 2 off that. Suppose we don't really need to worry about that first one.
No.
If we try to knock out one of the Thunders, or both of them even.
Yeah, that was my logic.
Yeah, we could try to, I mean, we hit 2 on the Thunder Wave now, we need 4 to kill it, so.
Yeah, we'll put 2 on the Thunder.
Very well. 2, and that's down to 4 now. So the Machine King is passive, it resolves, but doesn't actually do anything onto itself. We now have another turn.
I really didn't want to use this with the Machine King up, but hang on. So we have 2 personal energy left?
3.
Oh, we do have 3. Okay.
Yeah, Andros is the only one who used his.
Because I'm thinking, because we don't have a choice, we have to put our faith in Jim. I'm thinking the axe and just axe the fucking Machine King and hope for a perfect cleave. Or we can axe the well, either way, we need a perfect roll if I use that.
But also remember, the cleave inherently loses a die.
No, the cleave is you choose 2 of the dice to deal the damage. So you would have to have you have basically, if I use this, regardless of what I attack, you must roll a perfect 4 or nothing's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
If you roll, in which case I would be really tempted to just attack the Machine King, because if you roll that perfect 4, it dies, and so does the Thunder Wave.
Yeah, but the chances of that happening.
Do you have anything else that would actually work?
Could use Phantom Laser. Because he'll deal himself 1 damage. There's 1 guaranteed damage from Phantom Laser, and then I suppose a 1 die roll.
Which goes down to 1, so it's only 2 potentially.
Yeah.
That's only 2 guaranteed damage. It's not worth it. The only other attack we
And
have
then we
is the lance, but that's like a single target attack. So like you could kill Machine King, but then we're gonna have to take the Thunder Wave and then figure out a way to deal 6 damage in one turn to not take the second Thunder Wave.
Or we just use the lance on the Thunder Wave. Machine King will take a damage anyway, so that brings him down to 4. Because Lance will have 3 dice. Yeah, 3 dice. And then it'll go back to my deck. So, back to my deck. Then I can use my ability to put Power Lance back in my hand and counter jab on the top of my deck.
That's true. Now, if we use the lance, that leaves us with only one possible energy left from Artillotron afterwards. Because lance uses all the rest of our energy. That's why I'm like, it's either going to be the lance or it's going to be the axe. Which one do you want to use? Because we're not going to be able to use both in this fight. We don't have the energy for it.
Yeah. Because what do we need? We need 4, and if I roll 3 die, that's probably a better.
And we can get up to 2 energy, but we will not get 3 because he has Let's Rocket, so we can always use that. But that's 2 energy, that's not 3, so we won't be able to use the axe that I know of. Oh, god damn it, I screwed up. Oh well. I should have done that. I should have. Well, would that have made a difference with 3 Snake Eyes? I don't know. You know what? Jim? GP Ranger. Is he even there?
I think so.
Jim, I have a plan. It'll take all our energy, but I have a plan.
What is your plan?
I have Go-Go in my hand.
Yes.
If I burn all the energy and I go in with the axe and Go-Go, that gives us the best possible chance to actually do something.
Okay, and what do we want to do?
Because that'll give us 4 dice to roll for the axe itself, and that gives us 4 chances to get perfect rolls for the cleave.
Okay, and what do you want to attack at base? Also,
with that, I'd actually be tempted.
Also, how are you doing that?
What do you mean?
How are you doing that?
I have 2 options. I can either pop Artillotron to get that 4th energy, or you can pop Let's Rocket.
Which costs an energy.
Which could potentially get us more energy, which might not be terrible.
True. Up to you.
I mean, we took a chance on it twice and it came out good already. Why not roll it a 3rd time?
Because look what happened to Spiral Saber.
Yes, but it ate up all your bad rolls. You're not going to do that again.
Yeah,
Never say never.
Yeah, if we got the chance to get extra energy, I think we need it, especially if we want to keep going.
Because I can do it, but be aware if I roll Snake Eyes, you just cost us the energy and you threw your entire strategy out the window.
Right, but we can still use a power weapon. We have a fallback on a power weapon if we need to.
Yes. But you wouldn't be able to use Go-Go with it.
But I think it's worth the try.
What do you think, Kurama? Worth it?
Yeah, I think it's worth it. We've done it twice already. Let's do it again.
All right, we're spending 1 energy then. Who was going to spend an energy for me to do this?
Wait, how do we have 3 energy?
Well, they're in the...
Yes, but they're everybody's respective personal energy.
We each have 1. I say Billy, since he's probably going to be the first to die anyway.
Okay, we'll burn Billy's energy to use Let's Rocket. Alright, and this goes back to the top of Andros' deck, so that actually helps Andros' defense, too. You got 2. You got a net gain of 1.
That's not
All
bad.
right,
It's
I
an extra
guess.
energy.
That it is. So we're now
So
have
we're
4
now at
energy.
4.
And somebody else can play a card.
Okay. I am going to. I'm going to do something potentially a little bit risky. I'm going to take out the axe, and I'm going to go for the second Thunder Wave.
Okay, you're going to use
and I'm
Go-Go?
going to pop Go-Go to add 2 dice to that attack.
3 energy.
So you only need to roll. See, that's 2, 3. So you only need to roll 4 dice.
Would you like to pop Artillatron off that attack to get us 1 more energy?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, Artillatron is popped, so that leaves us 1 energy in the shared pool, and then we're going to go ahead with your attack, which is...
You roll 4 dice, you put 1 damage
dice.
on the Machine King.
Yep. So 1 damage, so that's down to 4. What are you attacking? The
second Thunder Wave. I'm going to try to take them both out in 1 shot.
Okay. Yeah, if there's at least 1 2 in there and a 1, then yeah, you could do that. But that's all you're going to be hitting because there's nothing adjacent below it.
Yeah,
So
we need 2 2s.
Yeah. One 1 0 0.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my god.
So the Thunder Wave will take 2 damage, and you can deal 2 damage to the other Thunder Wave, knocking it down to 2.
Okay, we're screwed. There's not much we could do. Our rolls just aren't with us. We're dead. We can't survive this.
We can survive this. Calm down.
Even if we survive it, we still lost because we haven't killed a damn thing.
We have 1 thing that's down to only 2 health, and 2 others that are down to 4. Calm yourself, Iago.
Okay, don't say I didn't warn you.
No, I won't, but we'll see what happens. If we lose, we lose, but let's at least give it a shot.
Because we have no damage mitigation. We're taking this all. We're fucked.
We're not fucked. Calm down.
Dude, do the math.
Right,
There's no way.
It's not about math. It's about what you have in the deck.
So we can use our abilities at any time?
Yes, character abilities
provided
at any time.
that the activation condition has been met. So I can't just randomly kick things. That's why I haven't done anything yet, because I haven't killed a damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How much damage do we take?
Well, we're going to be taking 4 damage each.
What have I got in there? I've only got 2 in there.
And like I said, we're all kind of dead because we don't have anything. We don't have any damage mitigation.
Yeah, you could. We don't need it. Stop. You can put the Lancer or the Maces back on top of your deck to survive a little longer if you want, Kage. Because that would mitigate 3 of the damage off the bat, so as long as your other card is into 1, you would survive.
Yeah, but don't I draw... If I use my ability, isn't it I draw the other one out?
Oh, you only have 1. Then you'd be putting a 3 down and you'd be dying anyway.
Yeah, so it wouldn't matter. But if I put counter jab back in, I can add an extra damage before I die.
That is true.
Where's my hand again? That one. Or I can put Mighty Maces in and we gain an energy. So are we better off with an energy or an extra counter of damage on something?
I mean, an extra energy means we could do an extra attack, because most of what we have left requires energy to attack.
True. An extra damage means we would need less on that attack to kill
Yes,
things.
but we need to kill 2 things. We only have 1 energy. If we want a chance of killing 2 things, we need at least 2 energy. The energy is the better choice if we're looking to actually win this.
That's fair.
Okay, so I'll use my ability and put Mighty Maces back into my deck and draw out Knowledge's Power.
Hang on a second. Before you do that, I need to check a ruling because Billy's character ability specifically says draw the card, and normally what that means is if you drew it, you would automatically die before the other card goes back to the top of your deck.
Hmm.
So give me just a moment to check the Heroes of the Grid FAQ.
They don't need to know.
You could use it to have someone else draw a card.
Yes.
Just draw a card and put one from your hand on top of the deck.
Yeah, but doesn't the same person have to do it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, updated rulebook and FAQ. Let's see. All right, FAQ, let's see. Open with Drive. Yeah. But Risa says hashtag no faith.
I mean, what does Maces requires an energy, doesn't it, to use? No, that's
Yeah.
not gonna work. Okay, never mind. What else do you have left? You still have the saber, don't you? Or do you use the saber?
No, we use the
What do you have
saber.
left? You have pierce defenses and
I have
teleport.
I have Pierce Defenses, Teleport, and Recovery Protocol.
You have a recovery protocol. Where'd you get that?
I drew 2 alpha cards when we did the other thing.
Because you only show one in the image you sent me, and you have 5 cards. So I have recovery protocol.
Oh, I put it in the wrong place. Sorry, you have Recovery Protocol.
So you have 2 cards.
Yes.
If you're going to use your ability, it might be worthwhile to use it on Andros, so he can get rid of that teleport and get a card that he might be able to use. Provided that doesn't kill him. Or you could use it on me, I suppose. Since I'm now down 2 cards and have nothing that doesn't require energy.
It doesn't say anything in the FAQ. Let me check the Facebook group.
Okay.
Hey, look at that. Somebody made me an admin of the Rangervision page on Facebook.
Well, we did ask him to do it.
Yeah, but I'm asking him to do it for weeks, if not months.
Yes, but you haven't had him live in a call and say, do it now.
That's true.
He also didn't have the benefit of putting him on a live stream where he can't weasel out of it.
That's fair play. Let me see here. Where's the group thing? Tabletop gaming group. And we'll do a search for strategize, and we'll see what we come up with.
Mm-hmm. Yep. By the way, who started this fight?
You, wasn't it?
Okay, how many cards do I have in my deck?
3.
Oh, shit, priority target's gonna mess me up.
That's okay. 2 Rangers can die, and we're still okay.
Yeah. That's provided I get to priority target. Nothing, huh?
I don't see a note about that. I'm almost guaranteed that it's come up.
Well, you are the game master, so if you rule that is the rule, that's the rule we'll go with.
Yeah, I believe that's because it says draw. If it said reveal, that would be a different situation. But because the word on the effect is draw, as soon as Kage draws that card, it would kill him. So he cannot use the ability on himself or he will die. So for Kage, you can use your ability to have one of us put something in our draw a card and put something in our deck.
Is there something you guys want to put in your decks?
Like I said, I could get rid of the shitty teleport and get something I might actually be able to use.
Assuming you think you can survive. If you do that, will this first Thunderwave insta-kill you?
I have 3 cards in my deck, and again, 2 of them are 3 shield telekinesises, so no.
Of course, if 2 of them are telekinesis, chances are if you do that, you're going to get an equally shitty card called telekinesis in your hand.
Maybe, but there's other stuff there too.
Yeah, one other thing. I mean, you could try it.
If you want to use it, use it.
I mean, unless you think it's better to do it for you or Phantom Ranger.
I mean, we're all pretty low on cards.
Yeah, Andros actually has the most cards. Andros has 4 in his deck.
Oh, you have 4, so you actually have 2. Yeah, probably best to use it on Andros.
Alright. So we'll exchange the teleport, and that'll technically go back to the Alpha deck. I guess you could place an alpha card on top of your deck. I see no reason you couldn't do that, so.
Yeah, well, it's part of your deck, so.
Yeah, for now. And the card I draw is another Let's Rocket.
That's useful. So you put the alpha card in your deck?
I put it on top of the deck for now. I will have to run that by Jonathan later as to whether that's valid, but I'm going to allow it for now.
And then we all get rocked. Thunder. Ah!
Right, and then that's the first Thunder Wave resolving,
Yes.
right? Alright, 4 damage to each Ranger. We'll start at the bottom here. We'll do Jeff first and work our way
Nice
up.
knowing you, Kage.
Mm-hmm.
2 shield, Mammoth Slam goes to discard. 3 shield, Sweeping Strike goes to the bottom. Jeff retains 2 cards. Phantom Ranger. First card is a 1 shield Phantom Cloak. Second card is 3 shield Power Ruby Blast. Just enough, but it still goes to discard, so Phantom Ranger is defeated.
Oh, that's bad. That means we just insta-lost because Billy's not going to survive.
No, because 2 Rangers can die and we're still in the fight. So Billy and Phantom can die, but that means it's up to Zach and Andros to finish the fight.
It isn't going to work.
So
we don't have anything that's going to kill that Thunderwave. That second Thunderwave is guaranteed killing us. We can't kill it, not with Machine King on the field.
Anyway, Knowledge is
completely
power. As
ignoring
2
logic.
shields goes down, Billy goes down as well. And then Andros is going to go ahead and take his 4 damage. Top card is that teleport, goes to the bottom, 3 shields. And needs to mitigate 1 more. Telekinesis, 3 shields, goes to the bottom. Andros is still in perfect health. Alright. So we now have a turn.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably survive Thunderwave if it hits us, but we don't have anything strong enough to kill it. That's the problem. How much energy do we have? Is it just 1?
1.
Okay.
1.
2 if you count your Let's Rocket, which we'll probably have to use. I mean, the best I can come up with, we're gonna have to take that second Thunderwave. The best I can come up with is you pop Let's Rocket, I pull out the fucking Blade Blaster, and we kill at least 1 Thunderwave, because that one has 2 life left. I can shoot it and kill it, but then we have no energy at that point.
Yes.
And
the advantage is if we do that, and by chance the Let's Rocket gives us 1 final Ultra roll, we can kill the Thunder Wave before it hits us.
Yes. Now,
Yeah.
Do I still have Mammoth Slam in my hand?
No, Sweeping Strike.
So what I have? Sweeping Strike and what else?
Blade Blaster and Recovery Protocol.
Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah. That's probably our best bet. So really, we're pinning everything on a fourth use of Blitz Rocket? Are you serious?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Perfect roll.
So we'll go for the perfect roll. Also keep in mind, Jeff, that if we get the energy and you do the Blade Blaster, you can keto something else.
By the way, you realize it takes 1 energy to use that, so even on a perfect roll, we're only going to have 3 energy.
Fair. That's still enough to kill the Thunder Wave.
It's not enough.
It's only got 2
It's not
health.
enough to kill the one that's going to hurt us, though.
No, but it's enough to kill the one that's going to. It's enough to kill the other
Actually,
one.
yeah. I wish we could get more energy. We need energy.
Well, we have no energy. We're out of Zords. You used all the energy.
Yeah, we used all the energy. Oh, wait a minute. Do you have... Oh, wow. We're pinning it on everything and survival. And I'm not going to survive, so it might be moot anyway. But okay, let's do it. Fuck it. Priority target's going to kill me anyway. Let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm the leader and I'm not surviving priority target.
Okay, so let's rock it. That's our final energy burned. And it's going to come down to this roll to see how much energy we gain. Because if we get at least 2 energy, we can kill 1 Mondo card.
Yeah, we can kill the Thunder Wave.
Yeah. Two lives gone out of the command center, by the way. Okay. And if we kill the Thunder Wave, you can keto one of the other ones.
Oh shit, hey, wait a minute. Oh, that might have been
What?
a bad idea what you did. Okay, here's a question for future reference. When
Yeah.
someone dies, they
Yeah.
go back to the command center.
Correct.
So that means they are technically alive. When they go back to the command center, do they get their immediate full charge?
Yes, they repower up at the command center.
Because there was another. I just realized there was a possibility that we could have done, especially since you got Let's Rock It, but it's kind of too late now.
We could have teleported them back.
If you'd have kept teleport
yeah.
and we burned all the energy on teleport, we would have a fresh ranger right out of the command center into the fight. That would probably have been enough to at least survive the fight.
Maybe.
I think we might have screwed up.
We might have.
Oh well.
Oh well. Anyway, roll. Let's see how much energy we get.
Alright, we'll give it a shot. Oh, only 1. Just the bad luck ending the game.
Pretty much, because we can't kill anything, and I'm pretty much guaranteed dead in 2 turns at least. And that will end the game, because I'm the leader, and priority target's going to hit me.
Mm-hmm. True.
And I'm only going to have 1 card. What does priority target do?
Deals 3 damage to the lead ranger.
Yeah, I'm pretty much dead, because I'm only going to have 1 card by the end of... I have 2 cards in my deck. One of them is getting discarded this turn because of Thunder Wave, and the priority target's just going to finish me off. So it's not, there's no even point to continuing the game. It's over. I'm dead.
Play the game out. Stop.
Why? Why waste the time? We know how it's going to end. You're not avoiding it.
We don't know what's going to happen. Let's just play the game.
Fine. All right, so we're both taking 4 damage. Unless
on a
you
sec.
die to this, and then it's really moot.
Hang on a sec. Somebody else, you can play a card off of Let's Rock It.
What am I gonna play? I can't play anything. Everything I have takes energy. So I mean, I guess I could and it has to be me that plays. So that's the other thing.
And we gain the 1 energy back. I rolled a 1.
I know, and I have 1 energy. What do you want me to do? You want me to Blade Blast for guaranteed damage, or do you want me to Sweeping Strike for 1 die worth of damage, and then 1 damage to fucktard over there that doesn't matter? Because I only get 1 die basically worth of damage on whatever I'm attacking. I mean, I guess I could Sweeping Strike the Thunderwave and hope for a God roll to at least kill the Thunderwave. That's the best we can hope for.
Yes, and then that would deal 1 damage to the Machine King by virtue of its effect, knocking it down to 3, and then you could deal 1 more with the adjacent effect of Sweeping Strike. So doing that would deal 2 damage to the Machine King, knocking it down to 2, and potentially killing the Thunderwave. In that case, if you survive the second Thunderwave and we have 1 more attack, I can pierce defenses the Machine King and possibly win the fight.
But we still lose because I will instantly die to priority target.
But we won't.
You said we have to survive the fight. We're not going to survive the fight. It's a foregone conclusion we're not surviving the fight. I will die to priority target, guaranteed. Unless we kill it.
We don't know. Calm the hell down. We don't know yet.
Do the math! I have 2 cards. You can only have up to 3 shields. That's the one that's probably going to survive. And priority target immediately destroys it. I am guaranteed dead come priority target if that is still there and it resolves. That is a foregone, guaranteed conclusion, Jim.
Nothing in life is guaranteed, my friend.
Oh my god. Kage, will you tell him to look at logic here that I'm not surviving priority target if it's alive? It's going to insta-kill me.
What do you got? You take 4
Can't
damage
hear you.
from Thunderwave. So you take 4 damage from Thunderwave.
We'll be taking 4 damage from the Thunder Wave, which means one of my cards is going to get discarded. The other one will not. Probably. Well, actually, what do I have? I think I have a 2 and a 3. So, one of them probably will not, and a priority target will immediately kill the last card, and I will die. We will not survive. So even if we kill 2 Mondo cards, we will not win the fight because I will die, ending the fight.
And there's no attack can take out the current Thunderwave.
I mean, I could turn around and I could use Sweeping Strike on the priority. Well, no, that won't kill it because it has 3 and I can only do up to 2 damage. So no, there's no way to kill it. Priority target's unkillable at this point because I'm the only one that can attack right now because he used his thing. And because
so he can't use a card after Let's Rock It?
I can. All I have to
Yeah, it says another ranger of your choice, so I can't.
And all I have is Sweeping Strike and Blade Blaster, and because of Machine King, I can't do enough damage to priority target. The best I can do is Sweeping Strike the Thunder Wave, hope Jim hits a God roll of 2 to kill it, and then do additional damage, obviously 1 to Machine King, and then I would probably do the second one to Machine King. But then I take the second Thunder Wave, which if I survive that, I'll have 1 card in my deck, priority target resolves, because there's nothing we can do to kill it, and I instant die, because I'm not surviving 3 damage of attack, with only 1 card in the deck. Yeah. It's just not physically possible to do. That's what I'm saying. There's kind of no point to play this out, because physically I can't survive it. Because I'm the team leader, and priority target attacks the team leader, so we're screwed. I don't have the cards to survive it.
So you die, the game ends,
yes.
Or does leader switch to...
No, we don't have any lives left. Game ends.
Oh, so 1 more ranger dies and then...
Right, because we don't have any lives left, because you and Phantom went down.
Wait, did you start the fight? Because I know I started the first one.
Yes, because you used your your action to recover, and then I used Command Center to recover and used my final action to start the fight. So I am the team leader. Which means I'm screwed because it targets me. So yeah, that's game over. There's nothing we can do. I don't care how hopeful you are, there's physically guaranteed nothing we can do. unless you can magic me a second card, or in this case a third card, there's nothing we can do.
And nothing that you draw will deal damage or gain us energy.
How am I going to draw?
Like through defense.
No, I don't have cards that do that. That's your abilities.
Okay.
Yeah, certain rangers have certain abilities like that. Zach/Adam, no, not so much.
And nothing from Andros.
Not at the present time.
Now, if I had a second energy, I could survive it, but I don't have a second energy.
Yeah. So I think during that first battle, rather than taking out the sword, might have left an extra energy there or something to.
No, taking out the sword was the right option. It's just if the rolls had gone differently, if I had extra energy, because I have a recovery protocol in my hand, what I could have done is I could have sweeping striked and then recovery protocol to put that back. Oh, it goes to the hand. Oh no, that doesn't help. Never mind. Nope, I'm dead regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually. Oh no, that doesn't work. It's another ranger. God damn it, Andros and his wording. Yeah. So that doesn't work. Although, yeah, if I'd have had that extra energy, we would have had one more chance, potentially. Because I could recovery protocol the Let's Rock.
But the sword would have come out again this round, more than likely.
Yes.
So we would have been stuffed either way.
And I could have recovery protocol the Let's Rocket, and no, but we won't have enough energy to use it again. No, never mind. It just came down to really bad rolls, but.
All right. Well, let's just finish it off then and die with dignity.
Fair.
Right. So what do we want to do here?
So I mean, if you want us to take the damage, go ahead. But again, we already know how it's going to end.
Well, you have an attack, so you can either Blade Blast or do a Sweeping Strike on something. I recommend the Sweeping Strike.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the best I can hope for is Sweeping Strike, the one that's not going to hit us. That's literally the only thing I can kill with the Sweeping Strike at this point, and that's if you God roll.
Yes, actually, I would target the Sweeping Strike on the Thunder Wave that's going to hit us.
Why?
Because regardless of the dice rolls, you get one adjacent damage from the strike and your Keto, so you can kill this first Thunder Wave automatically.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That's true.
So if you do that, you'll automatically kill the Thunder Wave regardless. It's just we're only going to get one die worth of damage on the second Thunder Wave, so that won't
No, but
die,
I can only use my ability if I kill something. If you want me to use the ability, I have to target the first Thunder Wave because it's the best chance. It's the only thing I can kill because I only get one die roll because of fucking Machine King.
Oh, okay.
So it has to be the first Thunder Wave. It's the only viable target. Well, except for Q-Blades. I could take out Q-Blades, but actually, that might be the better option.
Why?
Because if I take out Q-Blades, if I kill it, I can turn around and kick priority target in the face, and then you can pierce it and save my ass.
You're assuming you survived the Thunder Wave, but yes.
Oh, I have 2 cards. I'll survive the Thunder Wave because one of them is 3 shields. I'm not going to die. It's a 3 and a 2, I think, so I'm not going to die. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to die from that.
Yeah, do that.
We're just basically giving up Mondo. The problem is, if we end this fight, if we survive it, but we haven't killed 2 cards, we've lost the game anyway because we don't have any more actions. Mondo immediately wins. So we either kill him, or we lose, or if we try to survive and not kill him, we still lose.
Well, no, because like I said, it doesn't matter if we have any more actions left, because all that happens then is another deployment comes out. If that panics the board, then yes, we lose, and that's very likely to happen, but not a guarantee.
How many attacks do you have, Jim?
I have 1 card in my hand, Pierce Defenses.
Yeah, so it's almost a foregone conclusion we're losing because we don't have enough attacks to both survive and win. We either go for the win and die, or we go for the survival and lose because we haven't killed Mondo cards. So the question is, do you want me to try to take on a Mondo card, or do you want me to try to survive? That's the question. And they both are reliant on a god roll, so probably not going to happen, but worth a shot.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think? And that's assuming swarm attack doesn't fucking kill whoever it attacks.
Just go for the Thunder Wave. I think that'll...
Go for the Mondo?
Yeah.
What do you think, Jim?
Stuff it.
I mean, we could do it at sacrificing the hip-hop keto, but yes, we can do it.
That guarantees my death. That's the difference, is that guarantees my death, but I think we're going to lose regardless. So I mean... $666, that's... Yeah, Mondo came out with the devil. Okay, I'll go after the Thunderwave. Let's do it. If we're gonna die, we're gonna die fighting.
All right. So what are you
I guess
attacking?
I'm gonna attack the Thunderwave and die like a bitch.
Which one?
The middle one, to try to go for the guaranteed kill.
All right.
If you roll a 2.
And we haven't used Andros' ability yet, have we?
Doesn't matter. It's not being guarded. They're both guard.
Yes, it is. The second Thunder Wave
They're
has
both guard. They cancel each other out.
Oh, right.
Dumb
Okay,
shit.
never mind. Sorry. That won't work.
So.
All right, so we're attacking the Thunder Wave, which was the first Thunder
Roll
Wave.
a die. Pray for a 2. Not that it matters.
Mm-hmm. All right. One's gonna go on to the Machine King. Roll a die.
And
Hang on, roll the die. 2.
well, it's dead, and I'll kick the Machine King, and then we lose.
All right, so this is dead. The Machine King takes 1 additional damage. It's down to 2. Thunder Wave resolves, dealing 4 damage to each Ranger.
Now,
To Andros
the
first.
only way I lose this, only way I lose this is if the one that's not the 3 shield is a 1. That's the only way I lose this.
We have a Telekinesis is 3, goes to the discard. And then that's a 2 for Mega Drill Breakers, so that's Andros' defense dealt with. And just for the record, by the way, you miscalculated.
Oh.
Your first card is Smooth Moves for 2, and the second one is Sweeping Strike for 3. Oh, no, you didn't. Okay. You have 2 Sweeping Strikes. So therefore, the Smooth Moves goes to the discard. You survive with the Sweeping Strike stays in there.
And I'm dead next turn because we can't kill priority target. Like I said, I'm not dumb. Because of fucking Machine King, there's no way we can kill priority target. If it wasn't for Machine King, this would be a wholly different fight. But Machine King fucked us over. That and then dice rolls.
We'll just use piercing defenses on the Machine King. Just fuck it off.
Do we have to survive the fight if we kill Mondo?
Yes, you have to survive to the end of the battle.
Yeah, you might as well just kill Machine Kings, like take him with us. It's the only thing you can do, Andros. Take him with us.
I could do that if I perfect roll, yeah.
You don't have to perfect roll. All you need is a 1, because it's 2 dice.
Oh, that's right, because it takes 1 automatically from the 1 dice. I forgot.
So all you need is a 1. Yeah, not having that 5th Ranger hurts when you're fighting Mondo, jeez. Because that Machine King is just brutal. Now imagine getting the Machine King and Sword of Damocles. Like, there's no way you're winning that fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, final attack of the game?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Well, second final attack. Mondo's going to get the final attack with Quantron's got the final attack with the priority target. The Rangers don't go out with a bang, but with a whimper, as a fucking minion destroys the legacy forever.
We should have gone the other way and targeted your sweeping strike on the Machine King, because if we had done that, my Pierce defenses could have killed the priority target. We might have survived the fight, and then we could have at least tried to see if panic would kill us. Because if it didn't, we have 2 fresh Rangers that could have teleported into the fight.
That's true.
Now, that was also a miscalculation on our part.
Except, no, because Machine King only had 3. I still wouldn't have killed it, so I wouldn't have got the kick. Right? Or would it have 2? No, it would have killed it. You're right. It would have been 3 damage if it was a god roll. I didn't think
right, because it would have automatically taken 1, and then you would have only needed 2 on the die, and you still could have hit an adjacent target just for extra damage.
I didn't think about that.
And we could have had the possibility of killing it, and then I could have used Pierce defenses on the. You would have survived the first. I could have Pierce defenses the priority target and hopefully killed it, and then we might have survived the fight.
Maybe.
Now, granted, there's almost a guaranteed chance at that point that, obviously we would not have killed Mondo because we'd be out of attacks and energy, unless we did the home rule 1 die, no card attack rule, which we could have done.
Yeah. And more than likely, you would have had to weather the 2 attacks, because I can't see the other attacks because you completely cut off all the minions, so I don't know what the fuck they do, but... Oh, Jesus Christ, we're not surviving that. The Q-Blades would have insta-killed whoever it attacked.
No, because it's 2 and 2, and you have 3 in your deck,
true.
so you would have survived both.
Okay, I could have taken that. Fair. You're right. I didn't think about... Wait. Go scroll back up. Let me see the Mondo cards. That doesn't work, because Machine King is above the Q-Blades, not the priority target. It's the fist that's above the priority target.
What's your point?
If I use sweeping strikes, I can only hit something that's adjacent. Priority target's not adjacent to the Machine King. So I would have killed Machine King, but priority target would have still been at 3.
Yes, but I could have had to use Pierce defenses on it with 2 dice and killed
Potentially, yes. That's true.
And then I could have killed that, and we could have survived the fight. Now, granted, at the rate where this is right now, we could fit 1 more here, and everything else is panic. So we'd only be able to take 6 more foot soldiers on the field. We could have Mastodon 1 out of the way and made it 7. So we could have taken 7 more foot soldiers on the field, but there is every chance we would have died on panic anyway.
And we can't take 7 because I can't Mastodon until after deployment.
Says who?
I can Mastodon in the middle of deployment?
Yes, you just can't Mastodon after a foot soldier has been drawn.
Oh, okay.
So what I mean by that is you can draw foot soldiers and say, okay, before I draw the next foot soldier, I want a Mastodon. You can't draw foot soldier that would end the game on panic and then say, oh, I want to use Mastodon.
Fair.
All right, so yeah, I guess the best thing we can hope to do is try to take Mondo with us.
Yeah.
So I'll pierce defenses on the Machine King over there.
Yeah. Can Jim get a 1 or higher?
We will find out. It takes 1 automatically from the first
Or is
die.
Mondo going to add insult to injury?
We'll find out. We'll at least see if we can take him with us.
I'm surprised we got this far, to be honest.
Yeah, we did really well for considering it's the first game. 2. He is extra dead.
Suck it, Machine King.
So we took Mondo with us, but we are not going to survive this fight.
No, because now I insta-die.
Priority target resolves. 3 damage to the
That's
lead
me.
ranger. Your remaining card is 3 damage. It goes to discard. Zach dies, and we lose the fight.
But we took Mondo with us.
We did. We took Mondo with us.
Mondo is brutal at less than 5 rangers. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon Machine King is going to be one of those cards that Jonathan Ying is probably going to nerf in the future because that's... Wow. What do you reckon, Jim?
No, I think that's an okay card. It's not that bad. As long as it's not being guarded, then you can just throw attacks at it, and it takes part of the damage, and then the rest of it. So you're basically getting a 1 die on, and it makes if you have the luxury of throwing attacks at it, it's not that bad.
Yeah, but this is Mondo. You saw how in this fight, guard was irrelevant because we had Andros, and even with the ability to just do whatever we wanted with him, it was still enough combined with the uncertainty of RNG that it's fucking brutal, and it's...
Yeah, we had bad dice rolls, yes, but the thing is we also didn't have that many attacks because we were trying to mitigate attack damage from the other 2. If that hadn't happened and we had more luxury, then we could have done it. Like if the Machine King had, like if we had survived the attacks and the Machine King had been at the end of that line, and then we were just waiting through foot soldiers, we could have thrown attacks at the Machine King and potentially done something.
I don't know. I just think it's up there with the other cards that Jonathan Ying has nerfed. I think it's
I disagree with that, but
those.
fair enough.
What are the other 2? There was like
what other
the
2?
2 that he nerfed. Isn't there like a Rita? Was it like a Rita card?
Oh,
and a
yeah,
Zed card or something.
Yeah, I know Rita's Curse of Darkness and Pudgy Pig's Ravenous Hunger.
Yeah, what does Rita's do? What did it do?
I don't remember.
What's the name of her card?
It's Curse of Darkness. Or no, sorry, Witch's Curse. Witch's Curse.
Yeah.
Sorry, Curse of Darkness is Thrax's move because it's a combination of the Witch's Curse and Zed's Aura of Darkness. No, that's Aura of Doom, isn't it? Yeah, it's Curse of Doom is Thrax's card. My bad.
And you say Rita's is Witch's Curse?
Witch's Curse. It involves dealing damage and making the lead ranger discard a bunch of cards, and I think they nerfed the card discard to be less to discard your entire hand except 1 card, but I think they increased the damage to compensate.
Yeah. And then the Pudgy Pig one, wasn't it? He sucks up like all your shit or something, or blows them all away or something.
Ravenous Hunger prevents you from using any cards with energy over a certain amount.
Yeah.
And they mitigated what it did.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Machine King is kind of up there with it because it just completely neuters your offensive capability.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. It is tough. It is tough.
Because, like, okay, you get access to everything, but anything you do, you take away a die from the attack roll. It's just like, And it's like, okay, yeah, it does 1 damage to it, but I mean, it's basically a suck tank at that point, and it's just like, you saw what happened even with 4 Rangers. We couldn't outlast it, primarily because we were going into these fights already injured. With the way the rules are set up, you're always going into fights injured. There's no way you're coming into the boss fight fresh, and unless you come into the boss fight fresh, I think Machine King is just too strong, because its balance is predicated on you coming in fresh, and that's just not going to happen unless you're playing like 2-player or 3-player with those rules, because then you have enough actions to actually do that. But in a non-2 or 3-player game, it's just way too strong, in my opinion. Especially if you get that as one of the final draws. If we'd have got it in round 1, that would have been a different story. We probably would have had enough to dispose of it. But because we got it in the second round, there was just nothing we could do. We did not have the resources to outlast that. That was just basically him drawing that was an instant win for him, because, I mean, unless we got good rolls, but I mean.
No, it wasn't an instant win. If we had focused more attacks on that and less attacks on trying to mitigate the 2 thunder waves, then we might have had a chance. We should have focused our attacks on that instead of the thunder waves.
Probably. We also, and I didn't think about it until afterwards, should have used our 3 energy to teleport a fresh ranger out of the command center.
That's true. We could have done that if we had strategized that further.
But I didn't think about, it insta-revives them with the full deck in hand. I'm like, oh, well, that changes everything. Because I did everything based on the assumption we're not going to be able to use them anyway, so it's kind of a dead card. Yeah. But anyway, we got farther than I expected us to go. That was actually kind of fun.
That was a great first game. Yeah, very awesome.
Thanks again to Database Ranger, Jacob Brody, for joining us for the first part. That was immensely fun. And
yes, we appreciate him being here. We certainly always extend an invite for him to come back in the future.
I mean, he has a very keen tactical mind. I look forward to playing this game with him again when he's actually awake, to see how completely badass his mind is when he's not dead to the world.
Yes, that would be great to see.
Because I'm sure he could have fought us out of this.
I don't know about that.
Could have at least figured it out beforehand, before we went into the battle.
Yeah, he would have at least figured out that we were going to not, ruin ourselves.
For the wrap-up, do you want me to switch to Kage mode?
I don't know, Kurama, do you want to be the focus on the wrap-up?
Well, if you just want to wrap up this little bit and then switch it over after that.
Jim, do you want to go mustache mode for this, since we're not playing the game?
Fair play.
Stash is back!
All right, folks, this has been our first game. Stay tuned. Once we get the board upgraded, we will put out a calendar, and we will regularly schedule more of these games and hopefully get more guests in, and it should be a lot of fun. And like I said, I will get Skype installed on my phone so that I can send the pictures directly over Skype, and our guests don't have to worry about having it sent by others.
Absolutely.
So stay tuned for more great games with that. Thanks for celebrating 10 years with us. And let's throw over to Kurama to wrap this up.
Check this shit out. Boom. Kage mode.
Good to go. All right. So it's been a very long 10 years for us. As we sort of went through yesterday, it's been a lot of ups and downs. Forums have sort of gone away at this point. We've lost Ranger Crew. Rangervision's not the greatest at the moment. Ranger Board, as always, is going very strong. We're hoping now with this live stream and just any future live streams going forward, it's something that we can make ours playing board games,
Very
Heroes
much
of the
so.
Grid, and just other stuff.
We'll have to go searching the eBays and the Craigslist and see if we can find the old 90s Power Rangers board games too.
Yeah. Yeah, we just have to find those random non-licensed games that we can just have fun enjoyment with, and hopefully
What about that? What about that one unlicensed game where you make your own Sentai? Did Toei sue them out of existence?
I would not be surprised. And as I showed off yesterday, we do have some stuff to give away eventually.
Yes, giveaways.
Once we start getting a few people in here. So we have Dracon from the last Morphicon and the Samurai Twin Pack from the 2012 Morphicon.
Yes.
So once we start getting a few people in here, enough to warrant a giveaway, be fun.
Absolutely. I think the
Yes,
VB5
indeed.
upgrade is going to be very important to the future of Rangervision as well.
Definitely.
If we get that will be like the base for this live stream and anything else we hope or plan to do in the future.
Oh yeah, totally.
So as always, you will find us on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We have our own Discord. Everything is down below in the description.
Yes, it is.
And come on by the board itself. It's still there for now.
You'll find us at rangervision.com. Hopefully within the next week it will be updated.
Hopefully.
Yeah. And I think we're pretty much done. So I'm going to read this last little line off. I just had to search for it. That's why I'm,
stalling for time.
Stalling, that's the word. So for the last 10 years now and always, it's not just our vision, it's your vision, Rangervision.
Boom! I love that catchphrase. We will make it work.
Indeed.
We'll try.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Peace.
See ya.
And we're done.